at a high level, and it's going to be a big challenge.
It's interesting. I'm chatting with you because I had Calvin Johnson on, and he had the same smile and look on his face when I brought your name up. And I'm just wondering, what that kid who's strolled in there after they go 0-16. What if I told that kid that you'd be in year 16 doing this thing for the Los Angeles Rams? You know what I'm saying? What are you thinking?
I'd be pinching myself. It's an unbelievable blessing to play this game. I feel so lucky. I have such great respect for the history of this game, the guys that came before me, the guys that will come after me, coaches, players alike. I mean, teams, organizations. It's a special thing to be a part of. When I came into the league, it was less about who you are as a brand and a person, and more about who you play for and the players in your locker room and all that kind of stuff. And that's just some nostalgia that I love this game. And when I came in 2009, Calvin was the best receiver in the game, and I got to play with that guy, and I had so much respect for what he did for my career. Hopefully he feels that I helped him out a little bit, threw him a couple good ones, and he made me look good a few times for sure. But just love playing this game, love getting to be a part of this game and the history of it.
Though he does not have Calvin Johnson to throw to tonight, Stafford does have two pretty other good options. Cooper Kupp has averaged 93 receiving yards per game in the postseason, and Puka Nacua, who had 181 receiving yards last year in his only career playoff game, a rookie record that his new SoFi rookie mate in Ladd McConkey broke for the Chargers on Saturday. When we come back, we'll hear from the man tasked with stopping those wide receivers, Viking safety Harrison Smith. But first, it's time for our weekly buzzcast from Sports Business Journal.
I'm Ben Fisher, and here's the latest in the business of pro football. The average NFL crowd size grew slightly this season, and teams sold more than 98% of all tickets available. The biggest increases came from the Falcons, Cardinals, and Jets, while the biggest declines in attendance came from the Jaguars and Bears. Broadcasting legend Al Michaels said this week he's leaning toward returning to the Thursday Night Football booth again on Amazon Prime next season. Many observers have expected the 80-year-old to retire with his current contract expiring. Fox Sports analyst Tom Brady is already influencing decisions for the Raiders, where he now owns 5% of the team. Several reports have said that majority owner Mark Davis fired both coach Antonio Pierce and general manager Tom Telesco as a result of Brady's input. That's your Monday Night Buzzcast presented by Sports Business Journal, and I'm Ben Fisher. To start your day with the biggest stories in sports business, subscribe to Sports Business Journal's Morning Buzzcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's playoff time. It is now or never. Do not miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is so simple to use. Pick two or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks now accepts major credit cards for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 plus states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code PRIMETIME and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That is code PRIMETIME on Prize Picks. To get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5, you don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Now it's Staples. Find hot deals on HP, America's most trusted printer brand. Whether you need to print invoices or eye-catching presentations, HP delivers with exceptional speed, reliability, and vibrant color. And with HP, replenishing ink is simple. Find HP ink cartridges in-store at Staples or subscribe to HP Instant Ink and never worry about running out. And right now with home and office hot deals at Staples, you can save up to $150 on select HP printers through February 1st.
Doug.
Limu wanted me to tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. He says because we all like to save a buck. No, okay, he said with the extra cash, you can lease a new truck. Wait, he said he went to middle school with geese and ducks? Actually, I think Limu just said squawk.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Rich Eisen. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Getting you set for kickoff of the Vikings and the Rams to head to Philadelphia next Sunday for the winner. The loser heads home after ending their season. Harrison Smith has spent his entire 13-year career in Minnesota's secondary, but he's still looking for that elusive Super Bowl. Tonight he begins his 6th postseason with the franchise and 2nd under Kevin O'Connell. And when I spoke with Smith, I started by asking him about his head coach.
I think he sets out every year with a defined philosophy and purpose, and clearly communicates that to us as players and to the entire organization. And then everything kind of trickles down from that, how we get those things done and how we go about our business. And then really where I think, and he's not the only guy that does it, a lot of guys do it, but calling plays and being the head coach on game day is a lot. It's just a lot. You don't really know how much it is until you see somebody try to do it or you do it. So just growing as the head coach and the offensive coordinator at the same time, I think is something he's always doing and trying to get better. Like, he's really hard on himself, but is incredibly prepared and executes well.
I saw you in London, called your game against the Jets, and that was Aaron Rodgers. You picked him off. And now it's kind of like old school. You're going against Matthew Stafford twice in a season, just like you used to do. Can you tell me your preparation to go against a guy that you've gone against so many times, Harrison?
Yeah, it's obviously different. Both being in different places or different schemes, I should say. But he's always been one of my favorite guys to watch. He's a competitor. He can make some crazy throws. He's very good at moving within the pocket, like kind of subtly, and manipulating defensive players downfield with his eyes, opening up windows. And he's just kind of got that gamer aspect to him where he can buy a little time, throw a little shovel pass downfield or underhand or whatever. He's like the quintessential football player to me, like backyard football player, but he also knows the game incredibly well. Oftentimes, like we were talking about, we're a kind of a wild defense, try to confuse people. We're not going to be able to confuse him every time. Like, that's just the reality of it. He knows the game too much, and we're going to have to execute our assignments and play well and do the things that make good defenses no matter what the scheme is.
What's your 2 cents on playing this game in Arizona now? I can attest here in Los Angeles, California, I understand why the game's moved. But all that said, now it's like kind of like a neutral site game for you guys. Or what are you guys talking about in terms of playing this in Arizona, Harrison?
I think the main thing is it's not like I'm happy that we don't have to play in LA. Like,
understood.
I feel bad for the people that are losing their homes and their memories and kind of the places they love and all the people that are suffering and whatever's going on. That's the main thing. So we're going to prepare how we prepare, play where we're supposed to play. But definitely thinking about everybody out in California.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. And in terms of the season, what are you thinking about as you have this opportunity to win 4 more games and hold the trophy you've been dreaming about ever since you were there in Tennessee as a kid, Harrison?
Yeah, it's to me, it's about one game. That's it. It's always about one game. It's about one play. Do those things with the joy that we have throughout the year. Like, enjoy the moment, be in the moment. It's obviously a big stage, but football is football. And if you're prepared, go out and execute how you always do at a high level and see what the score is at the end of the game.
The Los Angeles Rams have played Philadelphia earlier this year, a 17-point loss in Week 12. Minnesota did not play Philadelphia this year. For those who might be wondering, the winner does go to Philly. More to come on the pregame show. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League playoffs.
Hey, this is Jeff Foxworthy.
This is Larry the Cable Guy.
And we're excited to tell you about our exclusive SiriusXM channel.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Every hour of every day, we're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians.
Like Nate Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few.
By the way, she owes me money.
And we each host our own shows every week.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
SiriusXM 97, your home for great American comedy.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A new era of the college football playoff is here, and you can hear every play, every touchdown, and every unbelievable moment on SiriusXM College Sports Radio.
Caught on a spinning move in the end zone.
With exclusive pregame analysis and in-depth postgame breakdowns, we're your ultimate destination for playoff action all month long.
At the 10, at the 5, into the end zone!
Don't miss a second of the
Football fans, it's the NFL playoffs, wild card weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and making a difference in our community. We're running the Sick Kids Football Frenzy for every single game of the college football playoffs, every single game of the NFL playoffs, so that we can help raise money for Sick Kids Hospital. We are already over $700 donated in just the first couple games of the college football playoffs. Let's make a difference. Joe, tell them more about our amazing campaign and the difference that it makes with Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto.
Cheers, insiders and football fans all over the world. This is Joe Bowen, Hall of Fame voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and, more importantly under these circumstances, a huge football fan of the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Well, we want to thank you for hanging out with us and cheering on your favorite team during the Sick Kids Football Frenzy campaign here on TSI, where we make a real-world difference in our Toronto community. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering how you are making a difference. Well, a percentage of revenue from every single game will be donated directly to Sick Kids Hospital, as we have raised over $6,500 in just 8 months. Sick Kids has impacted my life, and I'm sure the lives of countless families in the Toronto area, and I know probably a number of yours as well. Please check out the link that is pinned in the chat or in the description and donate if you are able. Let's show the power of community of sports fans making a difference. One of the best ways to increase the amount of the donation is to share the link of this YouTube live stream on social media to help bring more football fans to our amazing community, changing the world one insider at a time. We'll see you in the chat. And holy Mackinac, thank you for helping us raise money for Sick Kids Hospital as we heal the future.
First.
Pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
It's It's time for the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
He digs, he turns, he dives. It is a touchdown. It is a touchdown.
Tonight is the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams.
The NFL officially announcing the Vikings-Rams wildcard matchup on Monday night is moving to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, due to the ongoing wildfires around Los Angeles.
We're going in like we're the road team in a playoff game. And I think the league did a great job, communicating throughout the week and working through that decision with the Rams and us, all those folks out in Southern California on our minds and in our hearts.
The biggest challenge really was making sure that everything that's first and foremost health and safety of our people, family, friends, things like that is taken care of. This is a unique situation, but I think all the things that we've been through this year, this group is built for this, and we're looking forward to going and competing on Monday.
Kickoff is less than 15 minutes away. Let's head to the stadium and join Hall of Famer Kurt Warner and the voice of Monday Night Football, Kevin Harlan.
Coast to coast and around the world, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the home of the Arizona Cardinals as we get set for the first neutral site playoff game in the Super Bowl era. The game moved here because of the devastating wildfires that caused unfathomable damage in Los Angeles over the past week. Destruction of homes, lives lost, businesses lost. So instead of that location at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, we are in Glendale, Arizona. It'll be the visiting Minnesota Vikings and the home LA Rams, with the winner playing at Philadelphia next Sunday afternoon. Kevin Harlan joined by Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner. Sideline reporter is Jody Jackson. Jody's going to join us shortly from the field, as will NFL Network's Rich Eisen. He'll be in our studios at halftime with updates from around the National Football League. Great to see you, Kurt. And, of course, as we talked about a half hour ago and as Rich has been detailing, it is a very interesting situation we find ourselves in. Rams, a home team on the road. Cardinals have welcomed them with open arms. But here we are to close out Wild Card Weekend, Rams and the Vikings.
Well, I mean, and, all the stuff around the game we've all heard about. We've talked about it a lot. But then let's get inside the game. I mean, this is a really good football game. This played out earlier in the year where the Rams were able to win a close one against Minnesota. This is the first 14-win team to be a wild card in the National Football League. So we know that Minnesota is a good football team. So between the lines, this has the makings of a really good football game.
What did you take away from the much talked about Week 18 regular season finale in Detroit between the Lions and the Vikings, and the Lions just devastated them?
It just manhandled them. And, talking to a few people around the Minnesota Vikings organization, I think everybody was surprised that, the Lions came out and physically beat them in every single area. I mean, even the wide receivers that are so dynamic for this Minnesota Vikings team were getting manhandled with tough, physical, man-to-man coverage. And so I think they were just shocked that in that game, in that setting, playing for the division, a 14-win team, that they couldn't kind of right the ship. They got beat up that whole game. And so I'm very interested because we talk so much going into the playoffs. Who's the hot team? Who's playing their best football? What happened the last couple of weeks of the season, and how does that play out come the playoffs? And this is one of those teams. Minnesota's been good all year, but they really got physically beat up a week ago in that big game. Does that carry over somehow into tonight?
How big a game is this for Sam Darnold?
I mean, this is a huge game. I mean, there's so much riding on. He's had an incredible year. Let's not take that away from him. But we all know when it comes time to signing big deals or becoming franchise guys, it's what you do in these moments. It's what you do in the playoffs that define you. And so after last week, a struggle for Sam Darnold, it's going to be important for him to have a big game tonight.
Vikings are taking the field right now. Rams will be introduced moments from now. And it's time to check the weather, sponsored by Prize Picks. Don't miss out on the football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. Download Prize Picks and use code PRIMETIME and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5.
Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. 57 degrees outside. We had a beautiful day in the Valley of the Sun. The roof is closed. The stadium is filled to capacity for this final wild card playoff game of the weekend. The Rams hosting the Vikings. Stay with us, working our way toward kickoff. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you're a racing fan, Dirty Mo Media, they have the ultimate lineup for you, even in the off-season. From NASCAR drivers and crew members to industry insiders, we've got it all. Whether you're tuning in to Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans, we're covering every angle of motorsports in the off-season. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the SiriusXM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Jeff Foxworthy.
This is Larry the Cable Guy.
And we're excited to tell you about our exclusive SiriusXM channel.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Every hour of every day, we're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians.
Like Nate Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few.
By the way, she owes me money.
And we each host our own shows every week.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
SiriusXM 97, your home for great American comedy.
For non-stop NFL talk, there's only one station for you, and that's SiriusXM NFL Radio.
As much love as Detroit gets, I'm not sure they're getting enough. This could go down as one of the greatest offenses of all time.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback that is concerned about not only winning football games, but his legacy. Winning as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady, that's what drives this kid to come to the facility every day and work hard.
The road to Super Bowl 59 is on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Are you ready to thrive in 2025? Kickstart your personal upgrade on the SiriusXM app with our collection of top self-improvement podcasts.
The Mel Robbins Podcast.
The Ramsey Show.
Ask Eliza anything.
Soundtracks for meditation.
Learn and grow on a daily basis.
Genre-spanning workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
I work out. Just search 2025 on the SiriusXM app.
Moments away from kickoff, Rams and Vikings with Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan live to the field, and Jody Jackson.
Yeah, well, emotions are running high, as you can imagine. A pregame ceremony featuring Rachel Platten singing her fight song. But the Rams, the players and coaches that I've talked to, guys, during pregame warm-ups here, they say it is now all about football. That was not the case during Thursday's practice when defensive lineman Kobe Turner said it was, quote, eerie looking at the smoke billowing in the distance. But now that they've been in Arizona, they are focused. Friday's team meeting, well, Sean McVay, he was in his office before he gathered the group, and he saw a paperweight in there, had the words on it, built for this. So he took that into the meeting. He said it was very organic. He just said, guys, you're built for this. He believes this team is resilient and can handle the type of adversity that they have had this week, guys. And that's one thing that he's looking for, especially after that 1-4 start that the Rams had, Kevin.
Very good, Jody. Thank you very much. About 10-15 seconds here on the quarterback, Matthew Stafford. How have they been playing?
Well, they've actually been playing with more balance. They've won 3 straight games where he's thrown for under 200 yards. But what we know is nobody's better than him in these moments. He's going to show up big tonight.
All right, we're going to get a message now about Los Angeles and Southern California. We're going to turn to the field and join 16-year NFL veteran Andrew Whitworth, the NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year from 2021.
Catastrophic wildfires. Over 150,000 people have been evacuated. Our friends and our neighbors have lost homes, and entire communities have been devastated. And there's still more work to do. The courage and bravery of our firefighters and our first responders prove that real-life heroes live among us. But I believe in the people of Los Angeles. We are strong. We will not be defined by this devastation. We will rebuild LA. Hand in hand, together. For as long as it takes, and whatever it takes, we will build it together. Los Angeles, I love you. We love you. and we are with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we salute the brave first responders and everyday heroes who continue to support their neighbors. At this time, please stand and join us in a moment of silent reflection for the victims of the entire Southern California community. Thank you. Now, presenting our nation's colors are the 56th Fighter Wing Honor Guard from the Luke Air Force Base in Glendale, Arizona. Please rise and remove your hats for our nation's anthem, performed by Rachel Platten.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With an American flag from goal line to goal line, fans on their feet, and a full house in Glendale, Arizona. It's the final playoff game of Wild Card Weekend in the NFL. The Rams, the Vikings. The opening kickoff is coming up. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey you, I knew I'd find you back in the same aisle. What are you looking for today? More fiber, more laxatives, more of the same ways to manage your constipation? Look, if your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back, you may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Hey, football fans. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight for the NFL playoffs, the wild card. Which team are you cheering for? Who do you think is going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl? Thank you so much for chatting it up and cheering on your favorite team. Let us know that you're having a good time here by hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that like button down below. Let's get more football fans here in the chat. That is the #1 way to bring more football fans to this amazing community. As well, please share the link. If you guys could please share it out on your favorite social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. Let's get this out to more people all over the world so we can make a difference in our community and have some fun while we're doing it. Now let's get back to the football. Good luck to your team.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Rams Vikings moments from now. Time for Kurt Warner's Keys to the Game, sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want in America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. All right, Rams are going to get it. We just had the flip of the coin. Rams and their quarterback, Stafford. Keys tonight for them.
Well, we've been talking how they've been winning down the stretch, and it's been balanced. They've been running the football really, really well, and it's been the first part of how they want to play. Against this Brian Flores defense, you need to run the football and win the early downs. Puka Nacua, the number one guy for Matthew Stafford. If you're Minnesota, you've got to find a way to stop him. And then the pressure package of Brian Flores. Third down situations, he's going to bring them all up, and you've got to be able to handle that if you're Matthew Stafford.
Sam Darnold and the Vikings, they score a lot. The quarterback has had a terrific season. How do they win tonight?
Well, one thing I saw last week in that game against Detroit is a lot of their concepts were built to get big plays down the field. I want to see them get the ball out of Sam Darnold's hands quicker this week. A really good front from the Rams, really young front, but they can get after you, so you've got to be able to handle them, and that's one way, getting the ball out of your hands. And then we know the go-to guy, number 18 for the Minnesota Vikings, is Justin Jefferson. Does he have a big game tonight? If you're the Rams defense, you got to find him on every snap and not let him go off for a big game.
So the Rams are going to get it first. And deep back, they've got Jordan Whittington and Xavier Smith to our right. Vikings kicking off. And Reichert will boot it for Minnesota. It comes to the right and under the ball and going to a knee after trapping the catch against his chest is the wide receiver, Xavier Smith. It's out to the 30. It's a 1st and 10. And here comes Matthew Stafford, who in the last 3 games, you just touched on this a moment ago, they've won using a lot of components of a very strong offense.
Well, make no mistake, this team can throw the football. Matthew Stafford comes into this game number 1 in the history of the NFL in yards per game in the playoffs, over 300 yards a game. So if they have to lean on number 9, they can lean on him. They just want to be a balanced football team.
Rams blue jerseys, gold pants, blue helmets, 1st and 10. Stafford under center at his 30. The snap, the fake handoff, the drop back of 5, the line drive down the middle, caught 50-yard line. Nacua spins on the hash mark to the 45 of Minnesota. Taken down on the hash mark at the 43 of the Vikings, down the middle of the field. A laser throw, a gain of 28 to Nacua, and a 1st down for the Rams.
Now they caught him with the perfect play call there by Sean McVay. A little pressure off the edge. Puka Nacua just hooks up at about 15 yards down the field, wide open, and that's what we said. They can throw it, and when they do, he wants to find that guy right there in Puka Nacua.
Rams are moving from our right to our left. In the shotgun, Stafford, 43 of Minnesota. Looks at a 3-man front. 1st down and 10. Opening possession of the game. The snap is belt high, and the handoff goes to Kyron Williams. Going up the middle. He is hit by Ivan Pace, a linebacker, as he tried to submarine. Give him a gain of about a half yard, nothing more. 2nd down, long 9 for the Rams.
We talked about the 1st down, 1st and 2nd down, winning in the run game. Kyron Williams has been incredible down the stretch for this Rams team. He gets the load of the work for Sean McVay. Nice job right there up front, stopping him just to a short gain.
Williams remains the back. Stafford walks under center. It's a 2nd down and 9. Viking 42 opening drive. Looking at a 3-man front. Now backpedaling in the shotgun, 5 yards away from his center, Limmer. It's a shotgun snap. 2nd 9. Stafford arching spiral near side. And it's a lunging, falling down catch on the numbers by the tight end Higbee at the 19-yard line of Minnesota. He lunged ahead with one hand and grabbed it with his gloved hands. 23-yard pickup. It's a 1st down for the Rams at the Viking 19.
And a dime by Matthew Stafford. Great coverage by Blake Cashman on Higbee. He was right on top of him, but the seam route drops it over the linebacker, beats the safety. In perfect Matthew Stafford form.
19 in the red zone of the Vikings. Stafford under center. Nacua in motion. It's 1st and 10. The snap, the spin, the fake handoff, the block by the tight end. A quick throw, Nakua. Short pass to the near side of the 25. He then lunges on the numbers, running on the near side, got back to the line of scrimmage. May have even lost a half yard, closer to the 20 of the Vikings. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Well, they will try to get the ball to Puka Nakua as many ways as they can. And the other thing with the Sean McVay offense is they are going to motion. They're going to be motion on just about every play. There, Puka started to the left, motion to the right, motion back to the left before catching that wide receiver screen. They are going to try to mess you up defensively by motioning different guys.
2nd down, long 10, short 11, 20 of Minnesota. Opening drive, no score, with Stafford in the gun. Receivers in tight, tight end in motion, shotgun snap. Here comes the blitz, short pass, near side, lunging catch, 16-yard line by Higbee, who caught it and then slid on the grass. He had to lunge and dive and got the ball at the 16 of the Vikings, picking up 4. And Kurt Warner now 3rd and 7 for the Rams, deep in Viking territory.
That's a win for the Vikings defense. Bring pressure there. They got a free hitter on Matthew Stafford. Can't hold the football to throw it down the field. Has to get it out of his hands. Short 3-yard gain. Puts him in 3rd and 7, which is exactly where Brian Flores wants you to be.
It's 3rd down and 7. Stafford is in the gun. Head swiveling back and forth as he studies the defense. Looks into the nickel. He's got receivers in tight. Nakua in motion, timeout taken by Stafford. He saw something he didn't like, whether it was his own personnel or the defense he was going to attack, and it's a timeout taken by the LA Rams. And here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Arizona, with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, Jody Jackson is on our sideline. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers professional grade supplies and solutions made for every industry and backed by product experts. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by in the scoreless first quarter. What makes Brian Flores such a good defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, it really starts with what we saw there. They do what we call the walk-up defense, where they'll walk 7 or 8 guys up at the line of scrimmage, and you have no idea who's coming, who's dropping. Matthew Stafford trying to check the play right there, running out of time. It's exactly what they do to you. They confuse you up front.
Vikings 16, Rams 3rd and 7. Stafford in the gun, 3 wide right. Looks into the nickel, shotgun snap, 5-man rush. Short pass near sideline, caught by Williams, 15. Then knocked out of bounds by Harrison Smith on the near sideline at about the 10. At about the 10 of the Vikings. On that short little completion, they pick up 5. And he tried to lunge for the first. It looked like he was short. And now it'll be 4th and 1 after the gain of 6 on the short pass.
Well, this is the way the league's going, right? 4th and short. Keep the offense out there. We saw Washington do it a number of times last night. You may miss one, but you come back and get the next one, put it into 7 points instead of 6. All the analytics playing out right here, Kevin.
Opening drive, 4th and 1. Rams at the 10 of Minnesota. Under center with 3 tight ends is Stafford. Oh, somebody moved. Flag thrown. Vikings had movement. It's on Minnesota.
You're right. Didn't even look like the Rams were going to snap the ball.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 90. That 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
On the veteran, Jonathan Bullard of the Vikings on their defensive line.
Yeah, they motioned Puka inside as if he was going to lead block. I don't know if that was just to try to draw the defense off sides, but well done by the Rams in their house tonight, getting that first penalty.
Kyron Williams is the back by himself. 3 tight ends, 5 of the Vikings. 1st and goal, Rams. Wide receiver, Nakua in motion. There's the snap, and rolling out of the pocket. Stafford cocks his arm, throws a pass, backpedaling, falling down catch. 5 yards deep in the end zone to the running back, Williams. Touchdown, Rams. They've scored first on the game-opening drive. A 70-yard drive, punctuated by big passing plays, and finished off with a short 5-yard dart thrown by Stafford to his running back to take an early 6-0 lead. Rams over Minnesota.
And a great play design. It's a naked bootleg, so they fake it to Kyron Williams. Matthew Stafford rolls left, and it's Kyron Williams that sneaks through the offensive line into the middle of the field, wide open for the touchdown.
Josh Carney will try the extra point for the Rams to our left. Good snap, ball down, right-footed kick is away, and good. 7-0. A loud and distinctive noise made by the Rams on the opening drive of the game. Nakua caught one for 28. Higbee for 19. Then a short 5-yard touchdown pass to the Ram running back Williams. 7-0 LA. And this is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Everybody that be living it up, we said.
Yo, what's up? It's Sirius XM Fly. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm over on channel 50 playing those 90s.
What's my name? Let's flip the track, bring the old school back.
And 2000s hip-hop and R&B throwbacks.
Hang down, flip it and reverse it.
Commercial free, 24/7. Pull up, channel 50, and at home with Sirius XM on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices. Holla.
Dr. Radio! From health and healing to breakthroughs in the lab, a world of expertise with understandable vocab. Doctors on the air with answers and care. Just a phone call away. They're always prepared. From the heart to the brain, every ache and pain, Dr. Radio's the name that's gonna keep you sane. Where science meets life, it's the perfect blend. From sunrise to night, the knowledge doesn't end.
Hey, Deborah, how are you doing?
I'm doing better now.
Dr. Radio! Your health's best friend. Sirius XM Channel 110.
Indulge in a channel full of soft pop nostalgia.
High-rise jeans, oversized blazers. That was my go-to.
With a special guest host who knows a little something about the late 80s and early 90s.
Hi, I'm Lori Loughlin. You may know me as Aunt Becky. My whole commute to work over at Full House, I would listen to this song.
Mom Jeans. Listen now for a limited time on Channel 17 and available year-round as one of over 200 extra channels on the SiriusXM app.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcast.
Sponsored by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 7 plays, 70 yards, 4.5 minutes. Stafford on that opening drive of the game, 6 of 6. And they converted as they went on down the field with long pass completions, and then they got an offsides from the Vikings on a 4th and 1, which gave them a 1st and goal at the 5. Now the ensuing kickoff. And we'll have the Rams booting it from right to left. It's end over end. It's out of the end zone to our left and away. Out to the 30-yard line. Touchback. Here come the Vikings. And downstairs to Jody Jackson.
Yeah, guys, just wanted to talk about that first quarter offense here from the Rams. They have the second worst first quarter offense in the league. They haven't scored a touchdown in 13 first quarters this season, but I'll tell you what, after that score, the sideline is alive, and they look fresh. This is a rested Rams team, especially Kyron Williams, who had 316 carries this season, but rested in the final week.
Jody, thank you. Aaron Jones is the back for quarterback Sam Darnold. Under center, 1st and 10 Vikings, their own 30. The snap. And the handoff to Jones over the right tackle coming to the near side. They swarm him and bring him down for a loss of a yard. Spates and others on the defense for the Rams bring down the Viking running back as he was angling to the near side. Kurt Warner, loss of a yard, back to the 29, 2nd and 11.
Jody mentioned them looking fresh. Well, right now they look fresh. Offense came out. Great drive. Picture perfect. Starting with Matthew Stafford. First snap here on defense, flying around. Little tackle for loss.
Vikings in their white jerseys, purple pants, purple helmets. 2nd down 11. Darnold in the gun. Viking 29, moving left to right. Arms extended, shotgun snap. They rush 5. Darnold pocket crumbling. He's hit. He's grabbed. He's sacked. Back at the 17. Getting him there. Kobe Turner between the hash marks. No breathing space for Darnold. A sack for the Rams and a loss of 10.
Well, and that's something that he's had a problem with, is holding the football sometimes a little bit too long. Looking to try to get the ball out quick. Doesn't have it. Working to 2 to 3. Find a way to get rid of the football. Holding it too long in the pocket. Now you've got 3rd and forever on your first drive.
Byron Young came in there to help out Turner. Now 3rd and 21 with the sack. It's back to the 19 of the Vikings. 3 wide, looking into the nickel. Shotgun snap to Darnold. Here they come off the edge. He moves up and throws a dart to the near side. Jefferson. Belt high catch at the 25. Near side numbers to the 30. He got back to the line of scrimmage and was belted right there by Kinchins and others. And now it is 4th down, and it's 3 and out. And the Viking offense leaves. The punting unit takes the field, and the Rams stop the Vikings on their first possession.
Well, we've talked a lot about what's been going on this week and all the movement and the fires in L.A., and you wondered how this Rams team would respond. Well, it has been a great start so far on both sides of the ball for the Rams.
Ryan Wright is going to punt for Minnesota. Swings his right leg through. Sends this ball in the dome, down the near numbers. Caught at the 14-yard line by Smith. Breaks a tackle 15. Goes to the middle of the field, the 20. On the hash mark to the 22, and then he's gang tackled right there. No breathing space. And a return of about 8 on a 56-yard punt with a hang of 4.38. So we're going to take a break. We're at 8:10 in the first quarter. Short touchdown pass by Stafford. 7-0 Rams. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs, or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito, or maybe even a honey buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hey, football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guarantee?
Cheers, insiders and football fans all over the world. This is Joe Bowen, Hall of Fame voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and, more importantly under these circumstances, a huge football fan of the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Well, we want to thank you for hanging out with us and cheering on your favorite team during the Sick Kids Football Frenzy campaign here on TSI.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today for the NFL playoffs. Please check the link that is pinned in the chat as well. It's in the description. And donate if you are able. It makes a huge difference to our community in Toronto with this hospital that I'm not alive today if it's not for the work that they did at Sick Kids Hospital. So I am forever grateful and thankful that you're here helping me make a difference for our kids and families in Toronto. Now let's get back to the football. Good luck to your team.
Ticket sales in New England, and a petition to have the game moved against the Green Bay Packers to the Polo Grounds in New York City, where the Packers eventually won it 21-6, and they had a good crowd. Marshall's team never represented Boston again. I think they're called the Boston Redskins, am I correct? They moved to Washington, D.C. for the 37th season and remained in the nation's capital since. A 3-and-out by the Vikings offense. Rams take over their own 22. Here's a pass downfield. It's Stafford with the leaping two-handed helmet eye catch at the 40 by DeMarcus Robinson. Spins and goes to the 45. On the far side, numbers painted on the grass. He's got a first down reception at 23. Another long pass completion and a first down for the Rams.
Almost looked like the exact same play they ran the first play of the game. It was Puka Nacua that hooked up on the numbers about 20 yards down the field. Do the same thing, other direction with Robinson for another big completion.
Under center, the quarterback Stafford, who so far a perfect 7 of 7, 45 of the Rams. Under center with 2 tight ends, the snap, the fake handoff. He's chased and throws on the run to Higbee, the tight end. Breaks a tackle, far sideline, 45. He goes to the 50, down to the 45-yard line on the far sideline of Minnesota and has a first down. It's a catch and run of 11. Another first down for the Rams, who are just buzzsawing their way right through this Minnesota defense. 44 of the Vikings, Rams another first down.
Well, they flipped the script. We talked about how they won down the stretch stretch with their 5-game winning streak was so much about running the football. Well, they've come out here early in this game and said, forget that. Put it in the hands of number 9 and let him go to work, and he has been incredible. 8 for 8 for almost 100 yards already.
Under center, 44 Minnesota, back to pass, and a short drop back after the snap. Stafford with a quick throw, and it's caught by the other tight end, Colby Parkinson, and he has the ball with a catch, belt high grab down to the 37-yard line of the Vikings, and he picks up 7, setting up 2nd down and 3. And don't miss all the excitement of the divisional round of the NFL playoffs this Sunday on CBS. Ravens-Bills, and of course you can hear that game right here on Westwood One. Rams are again moving on their second possession well against this defense. Down, they're going to mark it officially at the 38 of the Vikings. Pass completions by Stafford in this game, 28 yards, 19 yards, 23 yards, 11 yards. I mean, he's carving him up right now. And a whistle blows and a timeout taken on the field with a clock at 6:08 of the first quarter. LA has taken another timeout, and Kurt, they only have 1 remaining. And we're just midway through the first quarter.
That's about the only thing that hasn't gone well for them up to this point, because they are picking them apart. And you said Sean McVay comes into this game saying, hey, forget about running the football. Let's get back and get it out of Matthew Stafford's hands fast. A lot of quick throws here, but also a couple chunk throws, change in field position. They just look in full control right now. They got this Minnesota Vikings defense on their heels.
And the Viking defense have been so good against opponents on game-opening drives. Before the touchdown tonight, they had allowed only 3 scores, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But they allow a 70-yard drive on the opening drive of the game to the Rams and a 5-yard touchdown pass to the running back Williams. So now from the 38 of Minnesota, Rams have it 2nd down and 3. It's a shotgun snap to Stafford, a handoff to Williams over the right tackle, breaks a tackle, 35, runs on the number 30. He breaks a tackle at the 25, spins his way, lost the ball. It's loose at the 20, and Nakua dives on it at the 20-yard line of the Vikings. So Williams had the run. The ball was crowbarred free. It's a 17-yard pickup and another Ram first down.
We talked about Nakua picking up the fumble at the end, but it was because they led him up through the hole, motioned him into what we call the C gap in between the tight end and the tackle, and he led that play up and was right there behind it as the ball came out and was able to fall on it.
Williams has lost 3 fumbles this season. 1st and 10, Viking 21, Stafford under center, 2 tight ends, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and he throws a short pass. It's a tight end screen caught by Higbee, 20, got a block at the 15, runs on the far side on the numbers, and down near a first down at the 11-yard line of Minnesota. And a flag thrown late, very late. It looks like it's on the Rams. After the catch and run of 9 by the tight end Higbee, who has come back from incredible medical odds to play this season. Debuted a couple weeks ago in New York against the Jets. John Hussey is our referee.
The play was over. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 50. 15-yard penalty. The down counts. 2nd down.
That's on the center, Bo Limmer for the Rams.
Well, Higbee was held up there for a couple seconds, and Limmer comes in at the last second and just hits Van Ginkel. I don't know if it wasn't really late and it wasn't necessarily cheap. I guess he just was more defenseless than anything. He was just trying to spring his guy for a couple extra yards. Unfortunate right there. Maybe drops the top of his helmet. Maybe that's what they saw, but man, big mistake right there after another good play on the tight end screen.
Rams have the fewest offensive penalties of any offense in the NFL coming in. 2nd and 16 with the penalty. Viking 27. Shotgun formation for Stafford. He gets the snap. 4-man rush. Short throw. It's bobbled and dropped by Nakua on a pass thrown to his shoestrings. He had to bend over like he was picking up a rock off the ground. It was that low. It really hit the grass before it got to him on the near side of the field on the incompletion, and they lose a little bit now. 3rd and 16.
It's amazing, isn't it? Matthew Stafford's been perfect on every other throw, and then the easiest throw that they have, a little wide receiver screen, he bounces it to him on that play. Probably good that Nakua didn't catch it, though.
Stafford is in the gun. He's 10 of 11 through the air. Stafford at his 27-yard line in Minnesota. Third down, 16. Shotgun snap. Four-man rush. Lines right, throw down the middle. It's caught at the 20-yard line by the tight end Higbee. He's between the hash marks, and he's belted at about the 16-yard line of the Vikings. So they're going to be short. It's 4th and 5 after the gain of 11 through the air. And here comes the Ram field goal unit to try to tack on 3 more.
That one mistake, it's got to be killing Limmer as he goes over to the sideline, knowing, man, they are doing nothing to stop us. We are walking the ball down the field. 15-yard penalty is what cost them the opportunity for another 6.
So Josh Carty is going to try a 34-yard field goal. Ball between the hash marks, down the middle. No wind, we're inside. 34-yard field goal, good snap, ball put down. Right-footed kick is away and good. And the Rams have extended their lead with 4:01 to go in the first quarter, 10-0 over the Vikings. With a reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the postseason, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. It's 10-0 the Rams. They've had it twice. They've scored both times over the 14-win Minnesota Vikings. Let's step aside as you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but...
Cheers, football fans. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Wild Card Weekend for the NFL playoffs. We're live every single game, and we love hanging out with all of you, chatting it up, cheering on your favorite team. Thank you so much for being here. Now, please let us know in the chat. It's that time of the show. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Let's see how far out from all over the world we have people hanging out with us here, listening to the NFL playoffs and the wild card games. Let us know your city and state in the United States, city and province in Canada, international. Put your flag emojis out there, and let's see how many countries we have here in the chat in this wild platform called YouTube. Thank you again for participating. Now let's get back to the football.
From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Looking to buy a home? Get expert advice on finding the right home, making an offer, and the latest market trends from realtors. Listen to Real Estate Today at podcast.realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
2 Ram possessions, 2 scores, 10-0 LA, 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Let TaxSlayer level up your tax filing game this year. TaxSlayer gives you the power to claim all your tax breaks with total confidence. Head to TaxSlayer.com to start filing for free today. Here's the kickoff by the Rams. It'll be taken in the end zone by the Vikings. Going to an EOB Chandler. It's a touchback to the 30, Kurt Warner. A 1st and 10 for Darnold and the Vikings, who have had it once, 3 and out.
Well, and a team that's won 14 games, come into the last game of the year with so much on the line, and they get beat up by Detroit, and you wondered how that would affect them early in this game. Well, so far, once again, physically, it has been the Rams dominating this Minnesota team.
1,000-yard running back, Aaron Jones in the backfield, offset eye, Darnold under center, Viking 30, gets the snap, spins, hands off, Jones up the middle, pries his way by the 30 between the hash marks and over the center to about the 32 on a gain of 2, and the Vikings have 2nd down and 8.
Well, and a really young defense for the Rams, but a front seven that they're really excited about. Fisk and Verse and Spates, those guys, all rookies that have played a whole bunch of football, but they are excited about what these guys bring to the table, and they've lived up to the billing so far this year.
They gave him another yard to the 33, 2nd and 7. There under center. Darnold gets the snap. Short pass up the middle, caught by Jones, runs on the hash mark up to about the 39 after the shoulder-high catch. He picks up 6, setting up 3rd and 1 for the Vikings, who trail the Rams 10-0, approaching 3 to play first quarter.
Big play right here for this Vikings team, and they need this momentum. They cannot go 3 and out on back-to-back series.
The breaking huddle here, and they'll be in the shotgun with Sam Darnold, whose 35 touchdowns were number 5 and his passing yards 5th most. 3rd and 1, shotgun snap, pass far side, leaping, two-handed, falling down, far sideline grab, Jordan Addison. What a catch, a gloved grab above his purple helmet on the far side. 3rd and 1, pick up 7, far sideline throw. It's a 1st and 10, and they will put the ball at about the 46 of Minnesota.
We talked about that. Was a great catch. Witherspoon is right there and puts his left arm right between both of Addison's hands, trying to knock that football out, but strong hands bringing it down.
Shotgun formation once again, 46. The Vikings have it, 1st and 10. Moving from left to right, shotgun snap to Darnold, left tackle block. Darnold set, short pass up the middle, belt high catch by the fullback, Ham at the 50. On the hash mark to the Ram, 46-yard line. As it went right down the middle, they pick up 8, 2nd down and 2. And this is a manageable play. You got to get some yards early on, not to put yourself in trouble.
No doubt, winning the 1st down, and now this gives you the opportunity to possibly go back and take a shot if you want, knowing you're going to have 3rd and short once again.
2nd down 2, fake handoff, back to pass the quarterback Darnold, long pass near sideline, caught, belt high, near sideline, 25 and out of bounds goes Jefferson. Belted out of bounds by Quentin Lake. Got that ball coming back to the quarterback on a good throw by Darnold to the 24 of the Rams on the near sideline, right in front of the Rams bench. 22-yard pickup, 1st down Minnesota.
And there's that shot I was talking about. Just a high-low, a deep corner route by Jefferson. Put somebody in the flat. You've got a high-low on the corner over there. Lake jumps up. Nice throw by Sam Darnold over the top to Jefferson.
Best position tonight for the Vikings, who trail 10-0, 24 of the Rams. 1st down and 10. Darnold in the gun, 4 wide. Here comes a 4-man front with the shotgun snap. He moves up, he's hit, he's sacked again. It's back at the 31 of the Rams. Sacked once again, coming up the middle, and again, Kobe Turner losing 7 on the play. Setting up 2nd and 17. Another sack given up by the Viking offensive line.
Well, there's another thing about this front 7 of the Rams. They have so many guys that can get after you. Not just one dominant pass rusher. A number of guys have the ability to get to the quarterback, as we see Turner do it right there.
2nd down, 17. Vikings getting shut out 10-0 early. Shotgun snap. Ram 31. Line drive throw. Belt high catch. Hockenson, the tight end, twirls after he trapped that ball against his chest at the 25 of the Rams. He was corkscrewed into the grass at the 24. And again, there's no huddling. 3rd down and 10. Ram 24. Darnold in the gun. 3 wide. Looks into the nickel. Arms outstretched. Waiting for the snap. He's got Jones to his right. Receiver goes in motion. Darnold, there is a timeout.
The first quarter.
And the end of the first quarter. Looked like they're getting the play clock and the quarter clock were like simultaneous, and looked like maybe the Vikings were going to call time, but they got the terrific residual effect of the end of the quarter. But they are moving right now. And down 10-0 to the Rams. Short touchdown pass by Stafford. 34-yard field goal. 10-0 Rams on top of the Vikings. Let's go to the second quarter, and you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with the Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One, along with Kurt Warner and Jody Jackson on our sideline. Kevin Harlan in the start of the second quarter is sponsored by Old Spice. Old Spice has you covered with total body deodorant. In fact, Kurt tonight has got it from head to toe in all the places you need it. 24/7 freshness.
I do smell good, don't I?
You do.
I know.
You walked in the booth, they said, wow, that is a good smelling man. 24.
I'm not sure what to do with that, people.
And I'm not
let's
either.
just
So
get
we're
back
going
to
to
the
move
game
on.
here.
Here
The
we go.
game's getting
All
ready
right.
to go here.
All right, thank you there, KW. We appreciate that. 3rd down 10. First play, second quarter. Vikings at the 24, the Rams. Down 10-0. Darnold in the gun. Shotgun snap. Drops back 5. 5-man rush. Pocket crumbles. Short pass. It's caught. 20-yard line. Jefferson tried to curl on the numbers. And he gets down with a dive on the near side of the field to about the 16-yard line of the Rams. He picked up about 8.5 yards on the play. Setting up now. 4th down and about 2. And they're going to go for 3 and get on the board for the first time.
We talked about how Matthew Stafford started fast. Sam Darnold 7 for 7 on the night as well. A lot of short throws, but being able to answer that last score by the Rams, hopefully with 3 right here.
Will Reichert, a rookie, will try a 34-yard field goal for the Vikings to put themselves on the board. There's the kick after a good snap, and it's right through the uprights. 2 on left. 34-yard field goal now, 10-3, and the Ram lead is cut to 7. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. So we're just seconds into the second quarter. We're in Glendale, Arizona. The Rams and the Vikings. LA on top, 10-3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Experience one of the Premier League's top rivalries on SiriusXM FC.
Gabriel Jesus with a chance and another goal!
North London bragging rights are up for grabs at the Emirates as the Gunners clash with Spurs.
Son with a shot into the corner and Tottenham lead!
Arsenal versus Tottenham in the North London derby. Coverage kicks off Wednesday afternoon at 3 Eastern on SiriusXM FC channel 157 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, Kelly. I love your Kelly Clarkson Connection channel.
All right. Thank you so much for listening.
The mix is eclectic.
I love music, and I just want to celebrate all of it with you.
Hey. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Thanks for hanging out with us today, Bills Mafia and football fans from all over the world. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. And now that I've got your attention, why haven't you hit that subscribe button yet? We are trying to get to 75,000 subscribers today. We are at 74,428 right now. And you will help us get over 75 right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to help us reach more football fans from all over the world. And yeah, turn that bell on so we're going to be live every single NFL playoff games. We did every single Bills game this season, from the preseason all the way through the regular season and now in the playoffs. And if they make it that far, all the way to the Super Bowl. Thank you for being here. Thanks for becoming an insider and hitting that subscribe button. Now let's go Bills. Let's beat the Broncos.
To Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans. We're covering every angle of motorsports in the offseason. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the SiriusXM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Playoffs continue next weekend with the divisional round presented by Intuit TurboTax. Catch 2 days of playoff football this Saturday and Sunday. Visit watch.nfl.com for the full schedule. And, of course, you can hear every NFL postseason game right here on Westwood One and westwoodonesports.com and on the NFL app. So a 34-yard field goal by the Vikings. Big play, a 22-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. He and Jamar Chase, two of the best receivers in the NFL, comes up big on that drive, 10-3. And the Vikings are getting ready to kick off to our left. Rams have scored both times they've had it. Reichard will approach the ball. Late college football and scoring a season ago. It's end over end. It's 5 yards deep. They'll go to a knee. And Jody Jackson, it's a touchback to the 30-yard line. Down to you on the sideline.
Well, Kevin O'Connell had this to say at the end of the first quarter. He said of that last drive, it was unfortunate to take that sack. He was going to touchdown. As we know, they didn't get that, but he would take the points. They did convert on the kick thanks to Will Reichard, and he felt confident in taking the points because he said his defense has to settle in. He admitted they got off to a very rough start.
Jody, we thank you. Kyron Williams is the back. He's all pro and a Pro Bowl performer. 1,000-yard rusher, just under 1,300 yards. 1st and 10. Stafford under center, his own 30, gets the snap. Here comes the rush, and he fumbles the ball. Picked up at the 25, near side 20, 10, sideline 5, touchdown! Vacuumed in by Blake Cashman. The Vikings have scored on a fumble by Stafford. Returned 25 yards by linebacker Blake Cashman. And now Minnesota, an extra point from tying the game.
I think Matthew Stafford is saying that he threw the football, that he flipped it out, knowing that he had Puka Nacua right in front of him and just kind of flipped it.
Well, he did throw it. It's clear he's going down. Grenard was jumping on his back, and as he was hunched over and feet above the grass.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. Touchdown.
That's the ruling on the field, but they may every score is reviewed, and so we will see what they come up with. But clearly there's a lot going on in this play.
And there's no question that Matthew Stafford, kind of like an option pitch, he knew Puka Nacua was in front of him, even though he couldn't see him, and it was just a flip of the wrist right in front of him to where Puka was standing really 2 feet away from him. So to me, this has got to be an incomplete pass.
I agree.
The quarterback did, in fact, throw the pass forward. Number 17 was in the area. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass.
By the way, Nacua actually spun around to look like he was going to retrieve that pass. Well, so it was intended for him.
Yeah, they were trying to sneak him from one side to the other, and he got caught up with all the junk in the middle of the offensive line. So it actually helped out that he was sitting right there in front of Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford maybe flipped it, 2 yards? Maybe in front of him. Normally would have been at least a penalty there. But with Puka getting caught up, it became an incomplete pass and a huge break for the LA Rams.
And by the way, it was a pass. Had it been just about a foot higher, Nacua probably would have caught the ball. We have a 50-50 split. 50% Viking fans here, 50% Ram fans. 2nd down, 10 after the incompletion. Stafford in the gun. 10-3, Rams holding on to a touchdown lead. In the shotgun, there's the snap, the fake handoff, 4-man rush, line drive pass down the near sideline, incomplete. And looking for DeMarcus Robinson at the 40-yard line of Minnesota. Down the near sideline in front of the Rams bench. Kurt Warner, 3rd down and 10 for the Rams. With about a minute gone here in the second quarter.
I caught Minnesota in man-to-man right there. Had a chance to Robinson on the deep over route. Just a little too deep on the throw right there. But Minnesota's got him where they want him with a 3rd and long situation here. Eyes open for the blitz.
3rd down 10. Ram 30. Moving left to right. Blue jerseys, gold pants, Stafford in the gun. Arms extended. 5-man rush. Drops back to throw. Cocks his arm. Throws a pass. Broken up at the 40. Incomplete. They were looking for Nakua. They were going against the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. Longtime veteran, 13 years in the league. Knocked it away on the far side. On the numbers, incomplete. 4th and 10. Here comes the Rams punting unit.
You mentioned it. Great coverage there. Stephon Gilmore sitting to the outside. Feels the hook of Puka Nakua. Breaks to the inside. Knocks the football away. And again, the defense answers with a big 3 and out.
Ethan Evans, the punt for the Rams from left to right. Low, very short punt, which is bobbled at the 25 on the near sideline from Brandon Powell, and he and the ball go tumbling out of bounds. Neither in control of themselves. Punt of 46. No return. It is the Vikings ball. That's at the 28-yard line. He muffed it, but it went right out of play. They're going to mark it at the 27. All right, we're early in the second quarter. 10-3 Rams. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
The Home Depot has up to 35% off select appliances like Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. Shop the mega capacity 3-door French door refrigerator with 4 types of ice to chill your drink faster. Or the 5-burner electric range with no preheat air fry for healthier, crispy food all in your oven. Right now, get up to 35% off select appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details. Pricing valid January 9th through January 29th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Come here, buddy. Very happy for you. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
Hear every game all season long with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. With SiriusXM, wherever you are, your team plays here.
We're in Glendale, Arizona. Short touchdown pass Stafford. 10-3 Rams. You can stream the NFL playoffs on Westwood One for free. Sponsored by our good friends at Pfizer. This RSV season, don't drop the ball. Visit VaxAssist.com to check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine. After the Rams punt, 27 of Minnesota, under center Darnold, 1st and 10, got the snap, hands off to the running back Jones over the left tackle. He's past the 35, inside the number, slithers out past the 39 to the 40 of Minnesota. It's a burst of 13 yards on the play by the 1,000-yard rushing back Aaron Jones. 1,128 yards on the ground. He had a career year.
It looks like Minnesota's starting to settle in on both sides of the ball. Playing good football up front.
Under center Darnold with a couple tight ends. Viking 40. One running back. Two tight ends, gets the snap, pitches out to Jones. He gets a tight end block from Hawkinson at the 40, over the right tackle, the 45, and outside the hash mark. Kurt Warner is to the 47-yard line of Minnesota. It's a gain of 8, setting up 2nd down and 2.
And Aaron Jones is one of the guys that I love to pop on the tape every single week, and he's a guy that plays tough. He plays bigger than his size, and he's got the ability and speed to get outside, as you saw in the toss right there, but also run between the tackles, as we saw in the previous play.
Vikings white jerseys, purple pants, purple helmets. Clock ticking, 12:45 first half. 47 in Minnesota. Darnold is under center, 2nd down 3. Moves a receiver, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, 7-step drop, blitzes on, down he goes, sacked for a 3rd time. Kobe Durant off the edge with impunity, drove and brings him down. 12-yard loss, big sack by the defense, and it's back to the 35 of Minnesota.
And this is something that Sam Darnold has to get better at. A free hitter coming off the right-hand side, it's right in his face. You got to see it, and you got to find a place to just get rid of the football like Matthew Stafford. The little flip forward to make it incomplete instead of a huge loss with the sack. He's got to know where his outlet is, but too many times holding the football and taking sacks. A lot of negative yards.
6 defensive backs, 3rd and 15. Vikings shotgun snap, their own 35. Darnold back, crumbling pocket, pass up the middle, incomplete. At about the 46-yard line of the Rams, going for Jefferson. Covered on the play by Cam Curl. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. Here comes the Viking punting unit. And Darnold has been sacked every possession tonight. 3 sacks. And they've all been by a very effective Ram defense.
Well, and so often when you have a penalty or when you have a sack in a game, it is so tough to score. Percentages are so low when one of those things happen on a drive. You just got to find a way to avoid it and throw the football away if you're Sam Darnold.
Ryan Wright is going to punt for Minnesota from right to left. Arms dangling at the side. There's the snap he was run into. There goes the flag. The punt sent to the 5 and bouncing into the end zone at the other end of the field. But the flag was thrown. It was a 65-yard punt. Flag where the punt was sent skyward by Ryan Wright of Minnesota.
You almost think if you're the Rams.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense number 35. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
New life for the Vikings here early in the 2nd quarter and down by 7.
Well, I was going to say, I thought I was running into the kicker, and I was going to say, you got 4th and 15. Maybe go try to block it if you're just going to bang into the kicker. But it almost appeared as if he got blocked into the ground and low into the leg of the kicker. That to me is tough to call a personal foul when you're getting blocked in that situation.
Now look where they have it, at the 50-yard line with the 15-yard penalty. And the Vikings are out there, right on the LA logo painted on the grass. And Darnold is under center. Where's that purple number 14 on that white Viking jersey? With a back. He's got a 1st and 10. He gets the snap and he hands off to Jones, who stutter steps and goes right over the right guard on the hash and dives helmet first to the 48-yard line of the Rams on a gain of 2. Don't miss all the excitement of the divisional round of the NFL playoffs on Saturday on Fox. It's the Commanders in Detroit. Of course, you can hear that game right here on Westwood One. It's 2nd down and 8. Kurt Warner.
Man, a big break there on the personal foul, and now you've got to find a way to finish it. We talk about answering. You answered one score of the Rams as they got off to their fast start. Can you answer the other one?
2nd down, 8. Vikings at the 48 of the Rams. Shotgun formation. Arms extended. Shotgun snap and a quick lateral throw. Caught by Jefferson, 50, and Redwell brought down on the play by Akella Witherspoon. Near side on the numbers, and he lost about a yard on the play. Make it 3rd down and about 7.5 to 8 to go. Redwell by the defensive back of L.A.
Does a great job. It's one-on-one with Naylor out there. Dips the shoulder as if he's a pass rusher. Gets underneath the wide receiver. And a great shoestring tackle on Justin Jefferson.
Ham is coming as the running back. Darnold backpedals in the shotgun on the logo. 3rd down and 8. 48-yard line of the Rams. The Viking quarterback sets up, looks at a 5-man front. Shotgun snap, 5-man rush. He sets in the pocket, throws a line drive far side. It's picked off on a dive on the far side by Durant on the far sideline. Or did it hit the grass? Did he pick it up over on the side? He did at the 42-yard line. It's an interception thrown by Darnold. Diving pick, far sideline by Kobe Durant of the Rams.
And what we saw last week from the Detroit Lions is getting up in the face of the receivers of the Vikings and challenging them. On that third down, it's exactly what the Rams did. Tight man-to-man coverage. Darnold leaves the ball inside of Addison and gives an opportunity for the Rams to turn the football over.
It's the first turnover of the game with 10:14 to play in the second quarter. Rams 10-3 over the Vikings. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like saddling up and chasing down.
Look at that sweet moolah!
That big old cash cow.
Look at all that money!
File with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. Simply Free is available to a limited number of taxpayers. See TaxSlayer.com for eligibility.
The NFL is committed to sticking to your game plan and always betting responsibly. If you bet, remember to set your limits, never chase your losses, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To learn more about responsible betting and discover resources to help build your game plan, visit the National Council of Problem Gambling at responsibleplay.org. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, please call or text the following 24-hour confidential helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Rams just picked off the Viking quarterback. They have the ball back near midfield. The unexpected happens every day, and when it does, head to Kohl's. And Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first, and clearly Hall of Fame quarterbacks, because tonight, Kurt, you've got Kohl's beautiful clothing on.
The things you notice, the things you pick up on. You are so observant.
It's first and 10 after the interception from the 42. Stafford in the gun at his own 42. Sidearm throw, flag thrown. Gets it off to Kyron Williams. Got the ball at the 40. Runs from the far side to the near diagonally. Crosses midfield. Runs to the near sideline. Runs into his own bench. Flag is down, and it's going to be against the Rams. So all of that will be wiped.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And that's on Jackson. That's another penalty. We just finished telling you that this is the least penalized offense in the NFL.
I'm just trying to watch the replay right here. Not terrible. As soon as Matthew Stafford turns and rolls out of it, though, we see it every week, right, Kevin? As soon as the ball carrier gets outside the offensive tackle, defender tries to move in that direction. You're holding him up under the pads, and it's easy for the officials to see.
Ram 32, first and 20 with the penalty. Stafford in the gun. Receivers in tight. Vikings have 4 in the secondary. Nakua is in motion. The Ram quarterback gets the low knee-high shotgun snap. He avoids traffic. He throws up the middle, and a diving attempt by Nakua is incomplete between the hash marks right up the middle of the field. At about the 37, it's incomplete. And it's second down and 20 for the Rams, who lead it on a short touchdown pass, 10-3 over the Vikings.
Yeah, and Jody was saying when she talked to Kevin O'Connell at the quarter that the defense needed to settle in. Well, they seem to have settled in. They get a 3-and-out. couple times in a row. Now they're really playing well, getting pressure on Matthew Stafford on about every drop back.
By the way, this defense of the Vikings, number 1 in interceptions, number 1 in takeaways. Second down 20, Ram 32, Stafford in the gun. Gets the snap, hands off to Williams, over the left guard, busting by the 35 on the hash mark to about the 37 of the Rams. Picking up 5, setting up 3rd and 15 with Kurt Warner. I'm Kevin Harlan here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Glendale, Arizona. It looks like the Rams are going to now assemble at the line with no huddle on a 3rd and 15. In the shotgun, they're at their own 37. They're moving from left to right. They lead by 7. The right tackle moved early. No yellow. Stafford throws underneath. It's a short pass to the running back Williams, 35, near sideline 40, and runs up the near sideline and got out of bounds at about the Ram 42, right in front of their bench, right below us here. Well shy of the first down. It's 4th down, and they're going to bring the punting unit out there for L.A. We're in the Grainger broadcast booth. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers professional-grade supplies and solutions made for every industry and backed by product experts. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Ethan Evans will punt. He gets it away with a heavy rush, and it's fielded at the 9, and fair caught right there by the deep back man, Brandon Powell, a former Ram. He got the ball far sideline looking into the lights and into the roof on a 49-yard punt, but fair caught, and Darnold will be marooned inside his 10. And we got a break in the clock here in the second quarter at 8:24. 10-3 Rams on a short touchdown pass by Stafford. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Shop now at the Home Depot and get up to 35% off select appliances. Plus, save up to an extra $400 on select appliances like Frigidaire. From the stainless steel French door refrigerator with crisp steel drawers to keep produce fresh longer, to the 5-burner electric range that lets you cook more at once and get meals on the table faster. Right now, get up to 35% off select appliances like Frigidaire. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid January 9th through January 29th. U.S. only. See store online for details and minimum purchase required.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
If you want to be a better player, a smarter coach, or a more informed fan, if you want to smell better and dress better, Kurt Warner has created the perfect tool for you. QBConfidential.com. That's QBConfidential.com. Join the team today.
We do it all.
We do it all. I know it.
We do it all on there, Kevin.
You do. I hear Fresno has a new quarterback.
They do. My son E.J. Warner is committed to Fresno. Really excited about the opportunity out there and helping him build the program. So excited to go watch him next year. Yes, thank you very much.
Be a little closer to home, too, won't it?
Yeah, it won't be as much travel. Philly and then Houston. Although those great times for EJ as well, it is going to be nice having to get to my Sunday morning show in L.A. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Fresno.
The new running back is Cam Akers, a former Ram draft choice. After the Ram punt at the Viking 10, 1st and 10. Darnold under center. Got the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. It's a short pass. It's caught by Sherfield. He's belted by Lake. Once he caught that ball hip high, he turned on the near sideline at the 10, tackled around the waist at the 11, picks up a yard, 2nd down 9, Viking 11.
Not a lot of big plays so far for the Vikings. And if you come in and you're the Rams defense, it's exactly what you want. Don't make it easy on them. You know they've got a number of playmakers, including Justin Jefferson, that can turn the game very, very quickly A lot of playmakers. Keep them in front of you. Rams have done a nice job so far.
Clock at 7:45, second quarter, second down, 9. Shotgun from the 11 of the Vikings. Darnold with his arms extended. Gets the snap, hands off, it goes to Akers, who cuts over the left guard, past the 10, outside the hash, 15, and he's finally tackled around the ankles on the near side of the field at the 17 of the Vikings. Gain of 6, and now Kurt, a 3rd and 3 for Darnold, who through the air is 9 of 11.
Well, in a perfect situation right here for the Rams defense to flip the field. You were talking in the break so much about every little thing counts come playoff time, including field position. If you can pin them back here, a 3 and out inside their 20, gives Matthew Stafford good field position on the other side.
3rd down, 3, 17 of the Vikings, 3 wide. Darnold in the gun, looks into the nickel, shotgun snap, 5-man rush, sets in the pocket, line drive, far sideline caught. Far sideline 30, out of bounds. Hawkinson twirls and stumbles his way to a 1st down, running into his own bench. A gain of 16 on the swirling catch. He's out to the 33 of Minnesota. Good throw by Darnold. 16-yard pickup, 1st down, Minnesota.
Minnesota was in a bunch formation. Rams were playing man-to-man coverage, and Darius Williams thought he was going to cover someone else, which allowed Hawkinson to get good separation on the outside. The ball was left back inside. If he was in tighter coverage, could have been another interception, but got away with one there.
Viking 33. Darnold is under center. He's got an offset eye and a 1st and 10. Down by 7. Got the snap. Pitches out. Akers over the left tackle. Breaks it on the near side. 35-40. Up the near sideline. 45-50. He's down past the 45 in front of the bench on the near sideline to the 41-yard line of the Los Angeles Rams on a 26-yard run. And a terrific run indeed. And a 1st down for Minnesota.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's youth football or the NFL. If you can get to the sideline, there's big plays to be had. Nice job blocking up front. And Akers getting to the sideline for the big play.
From the 41 of the Rams, back to pass goes Darnold. 1st and 10, throws outside, caught by Josh Oliver with the two-handed helmet high grab facing his quarterback. The ball is loose. They say it's a fumble. The Rams are pointing. Now the officials are pointing. It's another turnover. A 2nd turnover by Minnesota. As the catch by the tight end Oliver on the far side of the field at about the 35, and he was hit, and the ball was crowbarred free. It fell on the ground, and the Rams have gotten it, Kurt.
This is going to be really, really close. Oliver fighting for extra yards, and his left knee hits the ground, and it's really tough to tell, did the ball come out yet or not? I actually think they're going to overturn this and give it back to Minnesota, but so often you see it. The ball carrier just fighting and battling for extra yards, and he's kind of held up in the pile.
Somebody is under review.
And somebody comes in, grabs the football, and pulls it out. I think they're going to get a break here talking about Minnesota because the knee did touch, but it's tough because there's a lot of bodies in there.
All right, 5.5 second quarter, 10-3 Rams lead. Let's take a break. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 12th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in in-demand fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills and credentials you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I put on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Close Shave Instant Replay Review here in Arizona, sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Barbasol delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. They reviewed it, Kurt.
They did, and flipped it around just like we thought. That left knee just touched down before somebody got in there and punched that ball out.
So it's a gain of 5 and a 2nd and 5. Vikings retain it. 36-yard line of the Rams. Under center, the quarterback, Darnold, got the snap, spins and hands off. It goes to Akers running laterally. Tried to stiff arm his way. Could not jar himself free of the defense. And on the play, loses 3, running laterally to the near sideline and toward the Ram bench. So now a loss of 3. It's 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. Our clock is at 5:15 ticking in the second, and the Rams lead by 7.
Well, long field goal range, if in field goal range at this point. So big play right here for both sides.
Fullback C.J. Ham is in. Darnold will be in the gun. Left foot ahead of his right. 3rd down 7. At the 38 of the Rams, the Viking quarterback has 3 receivers to the far side. And he gets the shotgun snap, and he gets a block from Ham, and he sets up. He's hit. He fumbled the ball, and it's picked up on the play. It's Jared Verse at the 50, near sideline 40. Foot race to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Rams! Darnold fumbled the ball. The Rams linebacker picked it up. 57-yard fumble return touchdown.
Well, once again, it was handling the pressure. Great timed pressure by the Rams coming from different places. 3-hitter, he's oblivious to the pressure on the backside. Holding the football, knocks it out. And a great job by the young rookie to scoop it up and score.
And it was a big hit by Witherspoon. 57-yard fumble return touchdown by Verse. One of the best young players in the NFL. Extra point by the Rams is up and in. What a play. 4:35 to go in the first half. Rams 17-3 over the Vikings. Short Stafford touchdown pass. 2 turnovers by the Vikings. And a fumble return of 57 yards for a Ram TD. Timeout on the field. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Rams on top, 17-3, 4.5 first half. Robin Hood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold. The Rams kick off after the defensive touchdown is out of the end zone. And it will be a touchback. Jody Jackson to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Kevin, you got to talk about this pass rush when it comes to what the Rams are doing right now to the Vikings. And Aaron Donald, he was on the sideline before this game. Replacing him, well, it was a project, but the Rams have done a good job drafting Kobe Turner. Last year had 9 sacks. This year, Jared Verse, their first pick in that first round. We saw him with the touchdown. And then Braden Fisk drafted with the 39th pick. So 2 Florida State Seminoles helping out this young defense for the Rams.
And it is an electric defense in the absence of the retired Aaron Donald. Jody, thank you. 1st and 10. Darnold under center. After he fumbled the ball moments ago at his 30, gets the snap, hands off. Jones over the left guard, up the middle, between the hash marks to the 33, and a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings, who Kurt Warner have turned the ball over twice.
Well, I'm going to go back to that last turnover. What Minnesota did was they chipped Hawkinson on Witherspoon on the edge, but then he chipped him, and then he went out in a pass route. Nobody was responsible for Witherspoon coming off the edge. He's the one that forced the fumble. I just don't understand how you chip a guy and then let him go if you know no one else is responsible for him. Sam Darnold never saw him, and it led to the fumble 6.
Second down, 7. Darnold in the gun, gets the snap. He looks right, no. Backpedals, moves left, cuts right, dances, hit, sacked, a 4th sack. Byron Young got him that time. No place to run, no place to hide. 4 Ram first half sacks of Darnold. They lose on the play, 7. Ball back to the Viking 26.
Again, you just can't take these negative plays. Holding the football, find a way to get rid of it or take off and run. Too many of these have really been on either covered sacks or Sam Darnold holding the football too long, and it's hurting his team.
Darnold in the gun, looks into 6 defensive backs, his own 26, 3rd and 14, shotgun snap, 5-man rush, moves up, cocks his arm, throws on the run, low, diving catch on the numbers, and it's made there by Jefferson, and it looks like he's got the first down to the 42-yard line of Minnesota. He picks up 17, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Now a way to make up for it, stepping up in the pocket, finding the window, and then drilling Justin Jefferson between 2 Rams defenders. Perfect throw. Nice job going down low to make the catch by Jefferson.
Darnold in the gun again. 2 turnovers for the Vikings. First down and 10, Viking 42. Darnold in the gun, looks at a 4-man front. Arms extended, shotgun snap, handoff goes to Jones over the left tackle and on the hash into the 45 of Minnesota. He picks up 3, 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings, clock ticking 2:19 first half.
On a big drive right here, have that 6 points given up here. You got to find a way to get points on the board, and we always talk about doubling up, right, Kevin? If you can get points on the board, knowing you get the ball out of the second half, you're right back in this thing.
45 of the Vikings, 2nd down, 7, Darnold in the gun, and the 2-minute warning is here. 17-3. The Rams with a short touchdown pass on offense, a 57-yard fumble return touchdown on defense. 17-3 Rams over Minnesota. We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by Lionsgate Flight Risk, starring Mark Wahlberg as a psychotic villain, a role we haven't seen him play in almost 3 decades. I can't wait. This movie is one hell of an action thrill ride. That's the words of Kurt Warner I'm quoting there. The kind of movie you must experience in the theater. 17-3 Rams. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
I'm going.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun.
On January 24th.
Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know what the difference between me and you is? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him! Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
We're back in Glendale, Arizona, with a reminder to stay with us for the NFL playoffs on Westwood One Halftime Report, sponsored by Wendy's. Rich Eisen will look ahead to the divisional round with Westwood One analyst Mike Golick. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. And participating U.S. Wendy's. We say U.S.
I'm going to get one of those tomorrow, too.
Because we have stations in Canada. We have stations overseas. We have ships at sea. Our men and women in armed forces all over the world listening tonight. I don't know how many Wendy's there are in some of those locales.
Get a Baconator before I stop at Kohl's, before I go to the movie.
And use Old Spice. 45-yard line, 2-minute warning in the first half, second, 7 short pass. It's bobbled and dropped by the running back, and a lateral short throw by Darnold to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 7, 17-3. Rams on top with 2 Darnold turnovers in the first half.
Well, you're feeling pretty good for Minnesota, but now this is a huge play right here, 3rd down. Not only to keep your drive going, but not to give the ball back to Matthew Stafford with plenty of time on the clock.
From the Viking 35, 3rd down 7, inside the 2-minute warning with the quarterback Darnold in the gun. Looks into 6 defensive backs. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Line drive throw. Caught by Hawkinson. Right on the painted numbers at the 50 on the far side of the field. Belted there. Got 5. Setting up 4th and 2 in the offense of the Vikings. Staying on the field.
No way. No way they are going to run a play on 4th and 2 from the 50-yard line with a minute and a half to go.
4th and 2, right at the 50 on the painted LA logo. Shotgun snap to Darnold, sets in the pocket, the rush is there, grabbed and sacked! Sacked for a 5th time! Kobe Turner for his 2nd. Down goes Darnold! It's back at the 39-yard line, tackled in the middle of the field, losing 16 yards. And your fear came true. Rams will take over at the Viking 39.
Wow, I can't even believe it. In huge games like this, everything matters. Play the field position game. Do not give them anything easy. And there was no one open on the back end for Sam Darnold. Man, I can't believe Kevin O'Connell just made that decision. I know analytics are telling us go for it, go for it, go for it more on 4th down. But I tell you what, that to me was a huge, huge mistake.
3 sacks in the last 8 snaps by that defense. 1st and 10, 39. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Hands off to the running back. Williams runs to the far side of the field laterally and wheels his way to the 30 on a gain of 9. Angling to the far sideline. Blockers ahead. And it's now 2nd down and 1 at the 30 of Minnesota for the Rams. A player down for Minnesota. Our first half clock at 1:08 and a 17-3 Rams lead on a defensive touchdown, a 57-yard fumble return, and a 5-yard touchdown pass by Stafford.
Puka Nacua also limping over to the sideline after that play. But I'm kind of speechless right now.
Well, there's a player down for the Vikings, and he's got most of his defensive teammates around him, circling him on a knee, so it must be something pretty serious.
Let's just hope not. Let's hope that he can bounce back up. But I'm dumbfounded here that Kevin O'Connell went for that on his own side of the field.
Metellus, he's up, which is good.
With a minute and a half to go, and it's almost like you're just handing points to the Rams. And I know it hasn't been your half, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Hasn't been our half. We're only down a couple scores. We're going to get the football out of the half. Just punt it away. Play defense and rally your troops at the half. Get a good drive going, put points on the board, and get right back into this thing. But, man, if they're going to get out of this without the Rams scoring, that would be a huge, huge surprise.
How about these young Ram defensive players in the wake of Aaron Donald retiring? This group of rookies, 2nd and 3rd year defenders for the Rams have just been stars. 2nd down, 1. Ball at the 30, and the Rams will get the snap off to Stafford, who hands off to Kyron Williams, who cradles the ball with both arms and goes right over the guard to the 25. He picks up 5 on 2nd down and 1. It's a 1st down, 25 Minnesota. It's Stafford in the shotgun formation. With 49 seconds to go in the half, they bring the blitz, and he throws a pass to the near sideline, incomplete on a dive. At the 20, going for Davis Allen, one of his 4 tight ends. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Clock at 45 seconds here in the first half.
Now to remember, too, the Rams used 2 timeouts early in the first quarter, so only 1 timeout left here, so they can't really open up the entire playbook to what they want to do.
25-yard line of Minnesota. Rams have it second down and 10 and a 14-point lead. Stafford is in the gun by himself, 5 wide, shotgun snap. It's a quick throw. Nakua on the near side, 25, breaks a tackle, 20 on the near sideline. He backpedals into a defender, pushes him backwards, takes it inside the 15, and he's down to the 13-yard line of Minnesota.
But did not get out of bounds right there. They've got to hustle and probably clock this here. Not enough plays left.
He gets a first down to the 13-yard line of the Vikings. Shotgun snap to Stafford on 1st and 10. Sidearm throw at the 10. Caught, spinning past the 5, in for the touchdown. Davis Allen caught that ball outside the hash mark on a spin. The bell-tie grab and the run and a touchdown for the Rams. A 13-yard strike. Their defense set it up as they began at the 39 of Minnesota. And Stafford smelled blood. His second touchdown pass and a 23-3 lead just before halftime for the Rams.
Well, Minnesota with the all-out blitz. Nobody covered the big tight end. Great job by Matthew Stafford to beat the pressure, find the open guy, and get the touchdown.
Carty will try the extra point for L.A. Snap is down, kick is away, and it's good. 15 seconds to play in the first half, and the Rams lead Minnesota 24-3. Timeout on the field. We're almost at halftime here, and the Rams in command. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
So it's 24-3 the Rams, 2 turnovers by the Vikings, 2 touchdown passes by Matthew Stafford. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Gain Laundry. Mix and match scents to create your own unique scent combo that is as unique as you are. Mix, match, more happy with Gain. That was a 5-play, 39-yard drive. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It's taken at the 5, the 10, up the middle, 15-20. Running with the ball, and the play right there is the running back, Ty Chandler. And he's tackled at the 23-yard line of the Vikings. And here they go. Vikings with 3 timeouts. 11 seconds to play in the half. And trailing Kurt Warner by 21.
I mean, he just gifted the Rams 7 points right there. Man, I know you get the ball out of the half, but man, that is going to be tough to come back from.
Vikings will go to a knee, run out the clock, and halftime is here. A defensive touchdown. 57-yard fumble return touchdown by Verse. 2 short touchdown passes by Stafford. 2 turnovers by Sam Darnold. A fumble and an interception. The Viking quarterback struggling in the first half. And at halftime, the Rams 24-3 over Minnesota. When we come back, Rich Eisen rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Business taxes. Was stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live full service.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite.
Cheers, insiders and football fans all over the world. This is Joe Bowen, Hall of Fame voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and, more importantly under these circumstances, a huge football fan of the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Well, we want to thank you for hanging out with us and cheering on your favorite team during the Sick Kids Football Frenzy campaign here on TSI.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today for the NFL playoffs. Please check the link that is pinned in the chat as well. It's in the description. And donate if you are able. It makes a huge difference to our community in Toronto with this hospital that I'm not alive today if it's not for the work that they did at Sick Kids Hospital. So I am forever grateful and thankful that you're here helping me make a difference for our kids and families in Toronto. Now let's get back to the football. Good luck to your team.
City, the Commanders at the Lions, and then on Sunday, the winner of tonight's game will start divisional Sunday at Philadelphia with Baltimore at Buffalo to wrap it up. Our doubleheader coverage begins at 4 Eastern on Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. If it's the NFL playoffs, it's on Westwood One. And calling the final game of the weekend for Westwood One, the big one between the Ravens and the Bills, is Mike Golick, who joins us now. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Rich. How are you?
I'm fired up for this game you're calling on Sunday in Western New York, Ravens and Bills. Walk me through your first blush thoughts on how the keys to the game are going to go.
Well, I thought you meant how I'm going to handle it. It's a low of 18, so I'm going to layer.
Nice.
That's key to layer. I won't be shirtless in pregame like some of the players will, who try and brave the cold.
Excellent strategy. I think it's great.
I've been around. Listen, these teams face off in week 4. How much can you take into a game that early in the season? But it seemed Baltimore did the same thing in that game that they did in their playoff game against Pittsburgh, run all over the opponent. They ran for 271 yards against Buffalo earlier in the season. They ran for 299 against Pittsburgh. I mean, they're the best running team in the league, but they were last year. But, Rich, it just seems different with Derrick Henry in the backfield. He grabs so much attention from the defense, which I think even opens up the rushing attack for Lamar Jackson even more.
He's unbelievable. And the stat that I saw, Mike, that just jumps out at me is the amount of yards that Derrick Henry provided on the ground on Saturday night is triple the amount that any running back in a single postseason game has given Lamar in support. 66 yards was the most he's ever gotten from a running back, and Justice Hill last year in the divisional win against the Texans. He has just totally unlocked what could be the problem for Lamar to get through to the Super Bowl. But that said, the Bills might be able to stop him, unlike the previous time they faced this year.
Yeah, listen, Buffalo in their game, in their playoff game against Denver, they rushed for over 200 yards, 210 yards. Both teams rushed like it was a college game. But Josh Allen, listen, these guys are going to be 1-2 in the MVP for a reason. They both can carry their teams. But I think I would trust the Baltimore rushing attack more because of that offensive line and the tight ends, and also Ricard as a fullback. You don't find many 300-pound fullbacks leading the way. So you have just massive linemen, massive tight ends, and a massive fullback leading a massive running back. And, oh, by the way, Lamar can pull the ball and take it around end to boot. So it should be an incredible barn burner. These two teams are set up to be two of the best teams in the AFC.
In the NFC, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders going to the Lions. Your first blush thought on the Saturday night game of divisional playoff weekend, Mike?
Well, you know how players or coaches can justify if you get a week off or if you don't. If you're getting a week off, they say, oh, yeah, we needed the rest. If you don't get the week off, they say, oh, we have momentum going. But I think I called the Detroit-Minnesota game, and I can without a doubt say Detroit needed the week off. They needed to heal some players up, to get some players back. They have been just a mash unit throughout the year. Listen, Washington, I mean, with a rookie quarterback, with Jaden Daniels isn't playing like a rookie, showing incredible poise. But I just don't know if they can stick with Detroit. Detroit has shored up defensively. They weren't as good in the secondary come later in the season, but they shored that up in Minnesota a bit.
Mike, I look forward to hearing your call again. Layer, maybe some soup and a thermos that could be helpful in Western New York. And good luck to your Fighting Irish next Monday night.
Oh, from your lips, yes, thank you.
That's Mike Golick right here on our halftime report of the final wild card playoff game, which as it stands is all Rams by 21. They're up 24-3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives, baseline, strong two-hand play.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio Channel 86 or the Sirius XM app.
A new era of the college football playoff is here, and you can hear every play, every touchdown, and every unbelievable moment on SiriusXM College Sports Radio.
Caught on a spinning move in the end zone.
With exclusive pregame analysis and in-depth postgame breakdowns, we're your ultimate destination for playoff action all month long.
At the 10, at the 5, into the end zone!
Don't miss a second of the college football playoff right here on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hear the biggest stars in golf compete in the game's newest competition. TGL, presented by SoFi, is on SiriusXM.
Golf like you've never heard it before. Right here from the SoFi Center, this is a spectacle.
Coming up tomorrow, Tiger Woods' team plays their debut match at 7 p.m. Eastern. Your exclusive radio home for TGL, presented by SoFi, is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
Shotgun snap to Stafford on 1st and 10. Sidearm throw at the 10. Caught, spinning past the 5, in for the touchdown. Davis Allen caught that ball outside the hash mark on a spin. The bell tie grab and the run and a touchdown for the Rams. A 13-yard strike.
Kevin Harlan with the call of the final touchdown of the half for the Rams that came off of a sack of Sam Darnold that led to a turnover on downs. Another sack of Sam Darnold led to one of the 2 turnovers, a 57-yard return for Jared Verse. Welcome back to the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Rich Eisen. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. The Rams are up 24-3. As a matter of fact, the Vikings have given up twice as many sacks as they've scored points. 6 sacks given up, 3 points scored. This has been the NFL Playoffs Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast like a breakfast Baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. The good news for the Vikings is they get the ball first. The bad news is they're down by 3 touchdowns. It's 24-3 Los Angeles. When we return, Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner will have the second half kickoff. I'm Rich Eisen. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
What's up, football fans? BetMGM is giving you the chance to win up to $250,000 in bonus bet credits. It's all part of BetMGM's longest touchdown jackpot, where you could be able to split the grand prize with anyone else who bet on the longest touchdown of the week. Log into your BetMGM account today and opt into the promo. Then place an anytime touchdown wager of $10 or more on the player of your choice, up to 1 player per game. If your player scores the longest touchdown of the week, you'll win a share of the $250K in credits. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, New York, York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. BetMGM's longest touchdown jackpot subject to rules. See BetMGM.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are unrestricted rewards credits that expire in 7 days in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner and Jody Jack on the sideline. Our producer Aaron Cummins, Kevin Harlan. At halftime, Rams 24-3 over the Vikings. Rams defense 6 sacks. Kurt, a fumble return touchdown. Darnold with 2 turnovers, the Viking quarterback. And Stafford with 2 touchdown passes. It's been all L.A.
It has been all L.A. They started fast, got off to a 10-point lead. And then you thought maybe Minnesota had righted their ship, come down, kick a field goal, get a 3-and-out. But then it has been all Rams defense from there, setting up their offense in a big, big hole for Sam Darnold, Kevin O'Connell, and company to dig out of.
Let's check the stats, sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job site, you need a hiring platform. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Stafford 14 of 20, 154, 2 touchdowns. Darnold 13 of 16, 113, and a pick. Jones 7 carries for 30. Jefferson for the Vikings 5 catches, 58. Kyron Williams for the Rams 5 carries, 37. And Higbee's got 5 catches for 58 yards. The touchdown receptions 5 yards to Williams. And then the first touchdown reception all season long by Davis Allen on his 7th catch of the year. First touchdown reception, a 13-yard catch and run, and the Rams on top 24-3. Time for the start of our second half, sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. Kurt, what do you think? My goodness.
Well, what I think is this is a huge drive for Minnesota's offense. You have got to somehow gather some of the momentum back because everything turned quickly there at the end of the first half.
Ethan Evans will kick off for the Rams. To our left, it's about 8 yards deep in the end zone. It's caught. They go to a knee with Akers. Out to the 30, Jody, as we send it down to you on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, just heard from Sean McVay. He said the turnovers were huge. Defense made some big plays, but he reiterated, as he did before this game, that the Vikings are explosive and dangerous. So this defense is going to be ready for whatever the Vikings can bring here in the second half.
Well, that's a good point because the Viking offense has the second most explosive plays this season in the NFL.
Well, that's how they're built, but you got to hold the football to get explosive plays most times, and they're struggling when Sam Darnold is holding the football.
It's a shotgun snap from the Viking 30 on 1st and 10 with a short pass, and it's incomplete. Backpedaling was Darnold, pressured once again. Threw a lateral throw out of the backfield. Short little swing pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
Well, pressure quick again, just having to throw the ball. Looked like they were trying to set up a quick screen. Just had to throw the ball into the ground. Just not looking sharp, this Minnesota team.
Vikings white jerseys, purple pants, moving left to right here in the 3rd. Shotgun snap for 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Crumbling pocket, hit as he throws. Wobbly throw. Caught with a leap inside the numbers 45-yard line and grabbed right there by Jordan Addison. Sandwiched between 2 defensive backs of the Rams. Leapt high, trapped the ball against his chest. Hit the grass, 1st down, 45-yard line of Minnesota for the Vikings.
Wow, that was a dangerous throw. Couple bodies of the Rams. The ball kind of comes flailing out of there, but finds the number 3 of Addison as he catches it in traffic for the big play.
Vikings have the number 12 offense, 9th in scoring, 1st and 10, offset eye, Darnold under center, Viking 45. The snap, the pitch, Jones blocked from Ham, the fullback, runs over the left tackle 45, and he's out to the 50. Angling to the far sideline, Kurt, gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for Minnesota.
Well, and, you know, that was a tight throw that he made to Addison, but sets him up in good field position here. Nice run there. 2nd and 5. You got some things going here. good decisions, no negative plays, and put points on the board.
Right on the logo, 50-yard line. Darnold in under center. Second down, 5. Got the snap. Hit as he throws. Brings the ball back in. Moves to his right. Throws a short pass near sideline. Incomplete for Johnny Munt, the former Ram, current Viking tight end. A pass thrown low to the near sideline. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Minnesota.
Well, there was pressure again. Sam Darnold looked as if he was going to throw it. Aaron Young was right there with his right hand, and somehow he missed the right arm of Sam Darnold, able to pull it back, and then just misses the short throw to the outside.
I mean, 6 sacks in the first half by that Ram defense. Pressure.
It's crazy.
Wow.
All those young guys, they got so many guys that can come after you.
50-yard line for the Vikings, 3rd and 5, shotgun snap, left tackle block. He's looking and throws a line drive down the middle, incomplete, and looking for Naylor at the 35-yard line of the Rams on the hash mark. Right down the middle. Ball whistles, incomplete. 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for Minnesota.
Well, and he had him open. Little inside dig route crossing the field, and there was a huge window right there, and he just left it 3 yards back behind him. This has not been the best 2-game stretch of Sam Darnold's year, that's for sure.
Ryan Wright punting for the Vikings. It's high, it's end over end, it's the far sideline, and it's well out of bounds. But somewhere inside the 20 as the official on that far sideline runs up and tries to mark it, and does at the 17 of the Rams. So it was a punt of 33 yards. There's a timeout on the field in 13:32 in the 3rd. Rams have scored an offense and defense and lead it 24-3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
For non-stop NFL talk, there's only one station for you, and that's SiriusXM NFL Radio.
As much love as Detroit gets, I'm not sure they're getting enough. This could go down as one of the greatest offenses of all time.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback that is concerned about not only winning football games, but his legacy. Winning as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady, that's what drives this kid to come to the facility every day and work hard.
The road to Super Bowl 59 is on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Are you ready to thrive in 2025? Kickstart your personal upgrade on the SiriusXM app with our collection of top self-improvement podcasts.
The Mel Robbins Podcast.
The Ramsey Show.
Ask Eliza anything.
Soundtracks for meditation.
Learn and grow on a daily basis.
Genre-spanning workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
I work out. Just search 2025 on the SiriusXM app.
Everybody that be living it up, we said.
Yo, what's up? It's SiriusXM Fly. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm over on Channel 50 playing those 90s. What's my name?
Let's flip the track, bring the old school back.
And 2000s hip-hop and R&B throwbacks. Commercial free, 24/7. Pull up, Channel 50, and at home with SiriusXM on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices. Holla.
Rams get it for the first time, second half, leading 24-3. Don't miss all the excitement of the divisional round next week of the NFL playoffs. It's Sunday on NBC. The winner of this game will be in Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Of course, you can hear that game right here on Westwood One and WestwoodOneSports.com and the NFL app. You can stream us every NFL game. Vikings just punted. First possession for the Rams. Stafford is in the gun at his 23. Blue jerseys, gold pants, tight end in motion, shotgun snap, handoff Williams, and brought down by Pace, who came right through that offensive line and brings down the Rams running back who is going over the tackle. A loss of 3 back to the 20.
Well, that's the kind of stuff you need from the defense. Offense is struggling. We saw the Rams defense come up with some big plays for their offense in the first half. You have to feel like Brian Flores and company have to come after Matthew Stafford and try to create some negative plays if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ram 20, shotgun formation for Stafford. He's got Nakua in motion. Shotgun snap. Handoff Williams over the right tackle. The 20 outside the hash mark to the 25 and runs near the Ram 28-yard line with some good blocking ahead. And he picks up 8, setting up 3rd down and 5. Remember this Viking defense. Number 1 in interceptions. Number 1 in takeaways. Number 4, Kurt Warner, in sacks defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they've got all the tools, and they've done it all year long. They just have to find a way, and you're just looking for that one guy to step up and make that one play, change the momentum, and maybe turn the tides for your offense.
Ram 28, shotgun for Stafford, 3rd down 6. Looks into 5 defensive backs. Arms outstretched, shotgun snap, back to pass Stafford, 5-man rush, pass to Nakua, far sideline, caught it, belt high, spins on the far sideline, works on Gilmore, and has got a 1st down. He's out to the 33. Got that ball almost crouching. Puka Nakua got 5 on 3rd and 5, 1st down, L.A.
Well, and you can't make it easy like that. You're playing that far off Stephon Gilmore against Puka Nakua. You got to make him be more perfect. That was just too easy. You're playing 8-10 yards off, give him a 5-yard hitch, he turns the corner, gets the 1st down. You've got to challenge them and make them be perfect, and that's how mistakes happen.
From the 33-yard line, under center, Stafford, quick throw on 1st and 10, crossing pattern, caught on a dive at the 45 on the numbers, and grabbed by the tight end, Hunter Long. Got it, literally dove on the grass, 45-yard line of the Rams. He picks up 13 on that 1st down throw by Stafford. A crumbling pocket, good-looking throw, 1st down Rams, and they're out just beyond their 45.
And a great decision by Matthew Stafford to get this out. I actually think he was throwing this to somebody else. Just watching his eyes were only on the right-hand side, and the tight end came all the way from the left. Maybe he just knew he was going to be there, but just beats the pressure and gets the big play.
Ram 46, 1st and 10, shotgun snap to Stafford. Handoff goes to Williams, comes to the near side of the field, wanted to cut, ran laterally, and got a yard. Got out to the 47-yard line of L.A. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Coast to coast and around the world, this is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Stafford through the air, 16-22, 2 touchdown passes, 172 at his own 47, 2nd down 9, shotgun snap, here comes the blitz, there goes the throw, near sideline incomplete, whistling over the head of Nakua on the near sideline, it went into the Rams bench, incomplete at the 45 of Minnesota, it's 3rd and 9 for L.A.
Well, they're at least trying to force the issue up front. They are bringing pressure almost every snap. That was a missed opportunity right there by Matthew Stafford. Had Puka Nakua on the quick out over to the left and just overshot him. I tell you what, Kevin, we haven't heard Cooper Kupp's name
no
all night long.
Isn't that weird?
I mean, I don't even know if he's been targeted yet.
And 67 receptions. He has not been targeted. You're right. 3rd down 9. Rams at the 47. Kupp is in motion. Shotgun snap goes to Stafford. 6-man rush. Arching spiral. Far side for Kupp. Backpedaling. Falling down. Catch on the sideline. What a grab by Kupp. What a throw by Stafford. Down he goes on the far sideline. Viking 24. A gain of 29. And just as you called Kupp's name, he comes up with a huge play.
That's how you do a broadcast.
Yes.
Just knew it. I knew the time was coming. One-on-one, the fade to the outside. The ball was well underthrown, but a great adjustment by Cooper Kupp to come back and dig it out of the turf for the huge play.
That's why you're a Hall of Fame quarterback. You see things like that. You feel things. You know when the rush is coming. You know when a guy is open. You know everything. And looks like we've got a timeout on the field. LA is going to take it. 9:20 to play here in the 3rd. Rams moving again. 2 touchdown passes by Stafford. A scoop and score. Defensive 57-yard fumble return touchdown for the Rams. 2 turnovers by Darnold. 24-3 LA. is on top here in the third. Let's check tonight's health report, sponsored by The Farmer's Dog. Fresh food for dogs delivered right to your door in pre-portioned packs. Say that 10 times. Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. And let's go downstairs to Jody Jackson.
Yeah, Kevin, you mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. Tyler Higbee battling back to get into this game. 11-month journey back from a torn MCL and ACL. But he is out with a chest injury here tonight. That is new. He was a part of the passing game earlier.
1st and 10. Jody, thank you. 24 of the Vikings, and a quick handoff on that quick snap. And there's a fumble on the play. As the running back Williams was hit and is slow to get up. Vikings say they have it, but that's not what the officials are saying. As Williams is very slow, the running back of the Rams, to get up. If they called a fumble or not. They lose 2 yards on the play, down by contact. His knee was down, then the ball came out. But I think he let go of the ball because he was in such pain.
Yeah, he got twisted up with his knees, kind of going in the wrong direction. And you see it all the time, right? The pain goes like, I get rid of this football and try to get my knee out of there. But it was after he had been contacted on the ground.
Vikings are going to challenge it. They think it was a fumble.
It was close.
Minnesota is challenging the ruling on the field that the runner was down by contact. Timeout.
Yeah, he was down. I think he had the ball. His bottom was on the grass, then his knee, then the ball came free. Blake Corum, by the way, the rookie out of Michigan, injured and out.
I tell you what, that's really close when the ball starts to move, Kev. And I assume if you're Minnesota,
oh, you know what?
You're kind of like, hey, we got to take the shot, right? I mean, we're down 3 touchdowns. We got to try anything, but that was a little closer than I think.
I think you're right. I would agree with you. This Close Shave Instant Replay Review is sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and great shaves start with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right.
The runner's shin was down by contact prior to the ball coming out. This will be deemed an unsuccessful challenge for Minnesota. We will charge them a timeout.
Start your day off right with Barbasol. And are we taking a break still? We are going to take a break. Time here in the third, 8:47. Rams on the move, 24-3. They lead over the Vikings. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
T-Mobile 5G home internet keeps getting better. Get our fastest connection loaded with benefits. Get T-Mobile's best home internet starting at $55 a month with auto pay and any voice line. Plus, Price Lock. We won't raise your rate on internet. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/home internet.
Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Guarantees regular monthly rate plan price of fixed wireless 5G internet data with qualifying service. After $15 bill credit with postpaid voice line plus $5 a month without auto pay with debit or bank account. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies. Speeds vary due to factors affecting cellular networks.
Hey, football fans. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
You can stream the NFL playoffs on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. Hey, football fans, ready for the RSV season? Check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine at VaxAssist.com. So they ruled it no fumble. His shin, as you heard, was on the grass and down. Kyron Williams is not in there. They've got the backup running back, Ronnie Rivers, out of Fresno State, which I heard just signed a big-time quarterback today. Come on, you got to jump on that.
They did. You're right.
Did.
Elijah Warner, big-time quarterback. Exciting.
From the 26, Rams with their quarterback, Stafford under center. Where's that gold number 9 on that blue jersey? Second down, 12. And he has the handoff on a jet sweep. Nakua comes to the near side 30, cuts on the sideline 25, and he's down to about the Viking 20, 19-yard line. Maybe it was a good-looking run. And Nakua picks up 7 on the play at the 19 of the Vikings is where he is taken down. 3rd and 5 coming up.
It is fun to watch Puka Nakua play, right?
Yeah.
Not the fastest guy, isn't the quickest guy, but just a football player. He's tough to bring down. He's shifty in space, make a guy miss, run over a couple guys, make it a 5-yard gain.
19 of the Vikings, Rams 3rd and 5. Quarterback Stafford in the gun, 2 touchdown passes tonight. They rush 4. Stafford crumbling pocket, grabbed by Van Ginkel and sacked. Sacked about the 27-yard line of Minnesota. So it'll be 4th down. They bring out the field goal unit, and they'll try to tack on 3 more with the clock ticking at 7:50 here in the 3rd. Losing 7 yards right there.
I thought he had the quick out to the left. He didn't like it. Tight coverage. Decided to try to work back to the right, but not enough time. Van Ginkel, great job with the spin move to be right on top of Stafford as he's working through his progressions.
So here is a field goal of 44 yards. Josh Carty will try it. No wind, indoors, on grass, ball put down, right-footed kick is up, and it is good. A 44-yard field goal by the Rams. And they extend their lead over Minnesota here in the middle of the 3rd quarter, 27-3 with that field goal. Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Our clock at 7:19 in the 3rd. And the Rams lead it 27-3 over Minnesota as you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Stirring fiber, exercising, frequent trips to the store for more laxatives and fiber. Sounds like your constipation with belly pain is a lot to manage. But if your symptoms that keep coming back are signs of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito or maybe even a Honey Buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Rams just got a 44-yard field goal, so let's check their drive summary. Sponsored by University of Maryland Global Campus. And earn graduate and undergraduate certificates online with University of Maryland Global Campus. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev. And the kickoff is taken at the goal line, and it's grabbed right there by the running back Ty Chandler by the 20 far sideline 30, a block at the 35 and a broken tackle, and he takes it up that far sideline with a nice return. And here comes Matt Darnold. The ball will be at the 38-yard line of the Vikings. They'll have it. Kurt Warner, 1st and 10.
Well, I mean, there's no time to waste now. You have got to pull out the best you've got. You've got to put a drive together right here. And I don't know if you can even settle for 3 at this point. I almost start to wonder, you get past the 50, is it all 4th down territory moving forward?
Darnold with 2 turnovers tonight, a fumble and a pick from his own 38 in the gun. and down by 24, 1st and 10. Got the shotgun snap, hands off to Jones over the left tackle, and on the hash mark, brought down at the Viking 43. Tackled on the hip, got 5, 2nd down and 5 for Minnesota.
Well, and I like the play call right there. You can't get away completely from running the football, right? Still a quarter and a half. Stranger things have definitely happened with less time on the clock, 27-3, so you don't have to panic, but you just got to start making some plays if you're Sam Darnold.
Darnold will be under center. Is Viking 43, 2nd down and 5. One back, receiver in motion, got the snap, drops back 7, got a block from the left tackle, winds up, long pass, far sideline incomplete. Far sideline 20, looking for the lunging Justin Jefferson, who is doing hand-to-hand combat with Witherspoon. Down that far sideline, incomplete, 20 of the Rams. 3rd and 5 coming up for Minnesota.
Just great deep corner route, great coverage by Witherspoon right there, running stride for stride with Justin Jefferson. Just no space to put football in there. And I know everybody begging for a call, but that was just perfect coverage by Witherspoon.
Vikings with their largest deficit of the season, down by 24, middle of the 3rd and 5 at their own 43. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush, lined right through up the middle, caught in stride, 45 on the hash to the 43, and then tackled as Naylor at the 42-yard line of the Rams. Right over the middle it went. It's a gain of 14, a 1st down for Minnesota.
Perfect timing, perfect throw in between defenders for the 1st down. And, you know, with 27-3 on the scoreboard, Kevin, how many times do you think teams now just say, hey, Tom Brady came back from 28 to 6? Like, how many times is that used in football, no matter how far you fall behind? Hey, Tom Brady did it in the Super Bowl. We can do it.
That's what they got to do. 1st and 10, 43 of the Rams. Shotgun snap to Darnold. Backpedals, little sidearm throw, and it's incomplete on a lateral pass out of the backfield, looking for a short completion to Jones. Out of his reach, bad throw, incomplete. 2nd and 10, Vikings. I mean, that was a bad throw.
It was. Another design screen to the running back, and it just missed it by 3 yards. And we've seen that a couple times just on easy throws. Ability to slow, settle your body down, and just flip the ball out in front of your guy. And this is kind of where Sam Darnold's been the last couple weeks, just missing some throws that he's made all year long.
2nd down 10, 43 of the Rams. Vikings have it, trailing by 24 here in the 3rd. Shotgun snap to Darnold. 5-man rush, steps up, throws a pass, and a belt-high drop, and a flag thrown at the 25-yard line, looking for Aaron Jones, who is cracked as he was trying to make a belt-high squatting catch at the 25-yard line along the numbers.
Prior to the pass, holding defense number 14. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
On Kobe Durant in the secondary for L.A.
Well, not very often do you see running backs run deep over routes, but I guess that speaks to the play skill of Aaron Jones. He is so good and so versatile as a pass catcher. You're throwing a 20-yard over route to him right there. And then fortunate to get that holding penalty on Durant.
Now to the 38-yard line of the Rams. Minnesota 1st and 10. Running back is Akers. Shotgun snap to Darnold. Moves to his left. Avoids the rush. Runs to the far sideline 40. Throws on the run. Bobbling. Spinning catch by Naylor. And twirls out of bounds. But he gets the 1st down as he is near the 26-yard line of the Rams. Got it on that far sideline. Went spinning into his own bench. He picks up 12. It's a 1st down for Minnesota. And now no huddle. 2nd catch on this drive by Naylor. 1st down and 10. 26 of the Rams. Darnold in the gun. Left tackle block after the snap. He gets another block up the middle. He throws a pass. Caught Hawkinson 20. Broke a tackle 15. 10. 5. Touchdown. Angling to the far pylon. A 26-yard catch and run by the Viking tight end. And Minnesota gets their first touchdown pass tonight from quarterback Sam Darnold. And it goes to his tight end.
And what we say is it always starts with one, right? You can't get back into it if you don't get one. Not a very good throw by Sam Darnold, left way on the back hip of Hawkinson, but the big fella does a great job of not only catching it, but staying on his feet, spinning, and diving into the end zone.
Naylor had a couple big catches on that drive of 14 and 12. Here is a player who is shaking up. That is Witherspoon in the secondary for the Rams. He's got a couple of athletic trainers under each arm. He takes off his helmet and walking to the near sideline for the Rams. Right below us here. Now, the Vikings are keeping their offense. Kurt Warner on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Well, everybody holds a chart on the sideline. Whatever that chart says, I don't know. So it's a big spread right now. I can't do that math in my head, Kevin, but something on the chart says, hey, we got to try to get to 11 here. Keep us down 2 touchdowns and only 16 points.
Shotgun snap to Darnold, and they try for 2. It's caught by Jefferson on the sideline. Right below us, and Lake jumped around his waist and brings him down to the 4. So they did not get the 2-point conversion, and our new score with 5:05 to go in the third. Rams 27-9 over the Minnesota Vikings, showing some life on that drive. Let's step aside. We're in the third, 5:05 to go, and you're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with the Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Now's the time to shop limited-time doorbuster deals during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Little Giant King Combo 6-foot ladder. Was $199, now $149. Plus, save $100 on a DeWalt XR 20-volt Power Stack 5-amp-hour battery. Was $199, now $99. Get these can't-miss deals now before they're gone. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Doorbusters valid 1/13 through 1/15. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today. Welcome back to Glendale, Arizona, along with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner and Jody Jackson on the sideline, Kevin Harlan, and together with Navy Federal Credit Union, we'd like to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One, and give an extra special shout-out to the over 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world in military bases and on ships at sea, listening to our broadcast, defending our nation, and making us all proud. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission. Learn more at NavyFederal.org.
We do appreciate all those soldiers, all those men and women that are fighting for us on a daily basis. Appreciate y'all.
We do indeed. Vikings will kick off after the touchdown pass to the tight end. It's retrieved in the end zone on the kickoff by the Rams on a knee. And Smith has it. It'll be a 1st and 10. They'll go out to the 30-yard line, and that gives us a chance to go back downstairs to Jody Jackson.
That's right, and Ronnie Rivers was in on that drive that ended in a field goal for the Rams, but Kyron Williams was standing by ready to go in then, and he is back in now. But we just saw Witherspoon leave the field, and I am told he is doubtful to return with a thigh injury.
Ooh, wow. All right, Jody, that is interesting information right there. It is a 1st and 10 for Stafford. Through the air, 17-24, 201, 2 touchdowns and no picks. He gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and he throws a short pass, and it goes to his tight end, and that's Parkinson with a belt-high grab on the hash at the 35 and tackled around the ankles at about the 37 of the Rams, and he picks up 8 Kurt Warner, 2nd down and 2 for the Rams. We've got 4:45, third quarter, and a 2-score lead by L.A.
Well, the Rams love to run the naked bootleg. On a naked bootleg, you're usually going to have a flat route, a cross route, maybe a deep corner. And a lot of teams run what we call a trail, a tight end that blocks the edge and then just kind of trails everything. Matthew Stafford does a great job when he doesn't have something quick of finding that trail route as he did on that last play for a nice 7-yard gain.
Williams the back, 37 of the Rams, 2nd down 3, under center Stafford, hands off to Williams over the left tackle and nudges his way outside the hash mark to the 40. He gets a first down on that 2nd and 3, gain of 4. It's 1st and 10 for the Rams. We're approaching 4 to play, clock ticking in the 3rd.
Well, and if you're the Rams, right, the biggest thing here is just keep chunking away and getting first downs, using the clock. Get this thing into the 4th quarter, up by 3 scores, feeling pretty good about yourself. So you don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to put the ball in harm's way. Good, smart football. Have to feel like they're going to start running the football a little bit more than they did early in the game.
Stafford under center, his own 41, 1st and 10. Got the snap, fake the handoff, got a block from the running back. Throws a wobbly pass down the near side. Caught! Backpedaling! Catch at the 20, bobbled, and then dropped by Long. Had it when he hit the deck, hit the grass. It popped away. Looked like he was going to get a nice backpedaling, falling down, catch down the near sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Well, just really good coverage. The ball was a little bit underthrown because Long had beat Harrison Smith down the sideline, but he had to reach back for the football. And Harrison Smith, the savvy veteran, does a great job of getting both of his hands up under the chin of the tight end and just pulling the football away at the last second.
Rivers the back, 41 of the Rams, 2nd down 10. Stafford in the gun, 4-man front, shotgun snap, and Stafford runs it himself. And then tackled from behind. Zach Grenard got him? No, Cashman got him on the back and brings him down, and they get a yard on that run. 3rd down and 9 for the Rams. And our clock here in the 3rd ticking at 3:15. The NFL playoffs continue next weekend with a divisional round presented by Intuit TurboTax. Catch 2 days of playoff football this Saturday and Sunday. Watch.nfl.com for the full schedule. And, of course, dial in to Westwood One. 3rd down 10, 41 of the Rams. Empty backfield, 5 wide, looking into 5 defensive backs. Shotgun snap goes to Stafford, backpedals and throws to Nakua, and he is grabbed at the 40 and taken down on the numbers. His forward progress took him to about the 42. He was wearing, or had, like a white shirt underneath that blue jersey, and someone grabbed it, and Nakua kept running, and it kept unraveling, and there was just like this long string. It looked like a leash.
It was about 7 yards long.
But that's the only way they could bring him down. It's 4th and 9, punting unit out there for the Rams. And the punt coming from Ethan Evans. And he'll send this ball down the near sideline. It lands at the 5 and out of bounds. It could be a beautifully placed punt. It is at the 4. What a punt by the Rams. Ethan Evans down the near sideline, a perfectly placed 54-yard punt.
It reminded me of you when you're taking your dog for a walk and he just takes off running and you're just holding on for dear life as he's about a block and a half away.
Yeah, good. I like that. Good. That's a nice visual in the mind there. 2:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 27-9. It's the Rams on top of the Vikings, and you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey everybody, Kurt Warner here. Ever since retiring from the NFL, I've wanted to use my knowledge and expertise to impact the future of our game. So I created QBConfidential.com to build better players, smarter coaches, and more informed fans. If you want to increase your football IQ, learn quarterback technique, build a playbook, go inside the film room, or develop the mindset of a champion, QBConfidential.com is perfect for you. That's QBConfidential.com. Join the team today.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless.
2 wide receivers, 2 to the same side. Bruce and Holt over to the near side, wide side of the field. Warner on the play fake, throwing and looking deep downfield. Slings it over the middle. Bruce is there at the 50, to the 40. There he goes to the 30. He will go the distance. Touchdown St. Louis. Boy, you just love to have those long drives, don't you? Those time-consuming. That may have took up a good maybe 6 or 8 seconds.
That's the greatest show on turf indeed. Joel Myers, Matt Millen with the call 25 years ago this week. You remember that game? Remember that pass?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. January 16th, 2000. Rams and Vikings met in the divisional round. And that was 25 years ago. That's amazing. The most recent postseason meeting between these franchises.
There's certain things you don't need to mention.
25 long years ago. That
25 years ago.
That was the old TWA Dome in St. Louis. TWA was Trans World Airlines, begun by Howard Hughes, by the way. That was in St. Louis. The arena, the airline was started in Kansas City. That was rocking the home team. You had great sellout crowds. You won at 49-37. That's a memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Need more data so you can stream your jam mix on loop? Like Kurt, switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. What a day to remember for my partner, Kurt Warner.
It was a good day.
391 passing yards.
My first playoff game.
5 touchdowns. Here is from the 4. Darnold got the snap and pitches out, and it goes to Jones, who runs laterally on the 5, angling to the far sideline, got to the 6, and picks up 2. 2nd down and 8. Vikings trail 27-9.
All right, so you're thinking right about now, if you're Minnesota, hey, there's still 2 minutes left in the fourth. We got a long way to go. I know we need 3 scores, but hey, let's just put another drive together like the last one. Put 7 on the board, and we're in good shape here.
Shotgun snap to Darnold, falls 2 yards deep in the end zone, throws to Addison, far side. Gloved helmet high catch. Far sideline, shy of the first. He gets out to about the 13. He's got 2 to go, so it's 3rd and 2. And on the play, he picks up about 7 yards. Make it 3rd and 1.
And Akilla Witherspoon has been playing some really good defense tonight. Went out with that thigh injury, as Jody said, doubtful to return. Something to pay attention to on that back end.
Breaking huddle, the Vikings at their own 13, 3rd and 1 with a minute to go in the 3rd. Trailing 27-9. Darnold under center, got the snap, quarterback sneak right over the center on the hash to the 15, and they move the chains on a 1st down for Minnesota on a gain of 2. We've told you all night how important this game is for Darnold. After last week with the Vikings, got to make a decision after this year about their quarterback. They've got a top 10 rookie on the bench, 1st and 10 here from the Viking 15. Hand off to Jones over the right side and stoned right there by Spates and others. No gain on the play. Running over the right tackle. 2nd down 10. Vikings will stay at their 15.
You know, I was thinking about that when I was listening to you read a number of the spots throughout the night. And I'm thinking, God, our sponsors are at the point where they're thinking, am I going to ask Kevin to do this for me next year or not? As the same way Minnesota's asking whether they're going to sign up Sam Darnold for next year or not. Like, you're so good at what you do that I know our sponsors are saying, we got to get him back for next year. And I'm just wondering if Minnesota's saying the same thing about Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the correlation there?
I do, and I thank you for that.
You've had a great season.
And my family, my grandchildren, we all thank you for the thank you.
You've had a great season reading those cards and killing it with those spots. I know our sponsors are thinking that exact same thing. Like, how much are we going to have to pay Kevin next year?
Really? Are they saying that?
They are.
Are they saying that?
You know any better. You're great. And now Minnesota's saying, how much do we have to pay Sam Darnold?
What are they going to do? I mean, let's talk about the post game. Okay,
it's going to be interesting.
3rd quarter is in the books. 27-9. Rams lead. They've scored on offense and defense. Stafford 2 short touchdown passes. Let's go to the 4th. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Doug. Limu wanted me to tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. He says because we all like to save a buck. No, okay, he said with the extra cash, you can lease a new truck. Wait, he said he went to middle school with geese and ducks? Actually, I think Limu just said squawk.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food, no matter what you're craving. From 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings. Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Looking to buy a home? Get expert advice on finding the right home, making an offer, and the latest market trends from realtors. Listen to Real Estate Today at podcast.realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Mayday, mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun. On January 24th.
Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know what the difference between me and you is? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
Back in Glendale, Arizona with Hall of Fame quarterback, Super Bowl champion, MVP, and all-around good man, Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Arizona. Jody Jackson is down on our sidelines tonight. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers professional-grade supplies and solutions. Made for every industry and backed by product experts. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. And Kurt, we start the fourth with the Rams on top, 27-9, and the Vikings have it at the 15 with the second down and 10.
And a little momentum, only 120 yards in the first half from Minnesota, 88 in that third quarter along with their first touchdown. As I said, got to just put another drive together right here.
Shotgun snap to Darnold, rolls out of the pocket, sets at the 5, pressured, running for his life, breaks a tackle, 15, breaks a tackle, 20, goes inside the numbers, 25, 30, a flag is thrown as he works his way to the 32 of Minnesota. But there's a Viking lineman down, there's a Ram defender down. The Viking lineman is the right tackle, Brian O'Neill, who has had a terrific season at that right tackle. He's only allowed 2 sacks all year.
As the quarterback was sliding, personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Wow.
Defense, number 26. Contact to the head area of the quarterback. 15 yards, automatic first down.
On top of the 17-yard run.
And that's their third personal foul on the night. Now, this one was tough, though. I thought Sam Darnold went into a slide really, really late here, and it's always tough when that happens for a defender because it looks like he's running, he wasn't giving up, turns the corner and he goes, and then at the last second,
I agree,
he goes down. I don't know, that was a tough one for Kitchens on the other end.
So the Viking medical staff is out there. The down lineman, the right tackle, is at the 1-yard line, just off the goal line and on his back, and he's surrounded by athletic trainer. Looks like they're going to hoist him, though, to his feet, and that is good news. We're going to take a break, 27-9. Rams on top of the Vikings, just underway in the fourth, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Moving the Chains at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Vikings-Rams and start to look ahead to the divisional round matchups.
Plus, we'll keep you up to date with the latest coaching news and talk to Dan Quinn as he prepares his Commanders to take on the Lions.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the Sirius.
Hey, football fans, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight for the NFL playoffs, the wild card. Which team are you cheering for? Who do you think is going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl? Thank you so much for chatting it up and cheering on your favorite team. Let us know that you're having a good time here by hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that like button down below. Let's get more football fans here in the chat. That is the #1 way to bring more football fans to this amazing community as well. Please share the link. If you guys could please share it out on your favorite social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. Let's get this out to more people all over the world so we can make a difference in our community and have some fun while we're doing it. Now let's get back to the football. Good luck to your team.
Hey, Deborah, how are you doing?
I'm doing better now.
Dr. Radio! Your health's best friend. Sirius XM Channel 110.
In Indulge in a channel full of soft pop nostalgia.
High-rise jeans, oversized blazers. That was my go-to.
With a special guest host who knows a little something about the late 80s and early 90s.
Hi, I'm Lori Loughlin. You may know me as Aunt Becky. My whole commute to work over at Full House, I would listen to this song.
Mom Jeans. Listen now for a limited time on Channel 17 and available year-round as one of over 200 extra channels on the SiriusXM app.
NFL Network is your home for the most comprehensive playoff coverage anywhere, all the way through Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. NFL.
All right, David Quessenberry in at the right tackle for the wounded Brian O'Neill, and welcome back. First down for the Minnesota Vikings from their own 47, trailing 27-9 early in the fourth quarter. Sam Darnold facing a four-man rush. He's going to heave one left side to Jordan Addison, leaves his feet at the 25, and it's incomplete, covered adroitly by Darius Williams, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and it looks like Jordan's a little slow to get up. I don't know, he kind of tweaked himself turning back, but it was a great throw. Again, you're going the way of Darius Williams, and we've been talking about it. You've got a brand new corner on the other side of the field in Kobe Durant. Yeah. So, don't be. He's not very tall. I think he's about 5'10". So, yeah, you got some height advantage over there.
Jefferson opposite the aforementioned Durant. Far side of the field, 2nd and 10 from the Vikings 47. Darnold goes out of the shotgun, and they're going to run Aaron Jones out of the shotgun to the left side, spinning at the 49, grinding at the 50, and falling ahead for a 4-yard gain to the Rams' 49-yard line, 3rd and 6 for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, you have 14 minutes left of this game, and you've got to score at least 3 times. So we don't have huddling, and we got to operate, hurry up, and we got to score quickly.
Darnold, 18 of 27, 187 out of the shotgun on 3rd and 6 from the Rams 49. He goes back to pass on a 7-step drop, whips it to the right side, caught T.J. Hawkinson at the 40. That's good for a Vikings first down. It is a 9, maybe 10-yard gain for T.J. Gets the 39. So the chains move. Fresh 4 for the Minnesota Vikings, who are absolutely a no-huddle operation the rest of the journey. Justin Jefferson heads out to the left. Jordan Addison to the right. 1st and 10 from the Rams 39-yard line. T.J. Hawkinson is slot right. Aaron Jones to the right of Sam Darnold, who's set to take the Garrett Bradbury snap, and it's going to be a gun run to Aaron Jones. He heads up the middle, runs right into that rookie Braden Fitz. Also in the mix is Kobe Turner, who's a whale of a player. That's a 2-yard gain, making it 2nd and 8.
Now we're still running the football here, Paul, and I understand what we're trying to do, make things more manageable. You can't just keep dropping back, but trying to bend guys in, we've got to find a way to get explosive here.
On 2nd and 8 from the Rams 37. Rams feign blitz in the A gap. Back off Darnold, deep shot, Naylor, incomplete, center of the field. Quentin Lake, a safety for the Rams, along with fellow safety rookie Jalen McCullough, covering Naylor, who wiggled himself open for a second, but it would have been a tough grab. 3rd down.
You had 2 corners and a safety right back there with Naylor in a kind of a middle cover 2 type scenario. Linebacker running underneath, and so it's the right spot. But as Brian O'Neill's taking off, he's heading to the locker room. Darnold getting hit on that right side, and that's Quessenberry's side as he releases the football.
3rd and 8 for the Minnesota Vikings, trailing 27-9 early in the fourth quarter. Wild card Monday. Sam Darnold out of the shotgun. C.J. Ham by his side. Nice pocket. Sam bouncing around, looking, holding the ball, and getting destroyed again.
Just throw it.
Braden Fisk along with Michael Hoyt. They take down Sam for a 13-yard loss. Sam Darnold has been sacked 7 times this game. That's the 2nd most in his career. He was sacked 8 times in 2019 at Jacksonville when he was a member of the New York Jets, and that backed the Vikings up to a punting situation.
He had an opportunity, I think, with Jalen Naylor, at least one-on-one. Just throw it deep, because if they intercept it, it's going to be like a good punt. I mean, I don't understand why he just hoisted the red flag and went down. Throw it.
Snap to Ryan Wright, third year from Tulane, end-over-end punt. Trent Sherfield, one of the two gunners, runs down inside the 5 to try to trap it before it gets into the end zone. And that's an excellent punt by Ryan Wright. It goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Oh, they're saying it's a touchback.
Really? With Sherfield in the end zone? Okay, yep, it's a touchback, no doubt. So the Rams, beneficiaries of what looked to be a beautiful punt by Ryan Wright. They'll get the ball at their own 20, 1st and 10. Led by Matthew Stafford, 19 of 27, 209. A couple of touchdowns, one to Kyron Williams, the other to seldomly used tight end Hunter Long. Stafford has been sacked one time. He had gone 4 consecutive games sans a sack, and Andrew Van Ginkel got him back in the 3rd quarter, only sacked one time. And it's 1st and 10 for the LA Rams from their own 20. Kyron Williams, the tailback, he gets the call. Williams, following the blocking of the left guard, will angle back to the middle, hit at the 21, falls ahead to the 22-yard line, and they'll make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, nice job by Blake Cashman and Ivan Pace just stepping up in there. Now, what are they doing now?
I don't know, but
if they call a face mask,
on Ivan Pace?
No, on Blake Cashman.
Oh.
Then this is just wrong because the play teams were already in the huddle. They showed it up on the big screen, and
personal foul, face mask.
Really?
That's number 51.
You didn't throw
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Seriously, you guys didn't throw a penalty during. Dude, did you look up at the screen and notice you missed it and then all of a sudden get together and call it a penalty?
Right.
I have never seen anything like this with this officiating. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did get a hold of his face mask, no question about it. But apparently when we're playing in Los Angeles and their guy does it to our quarterback in the end zone at the end of a game, that's fine.
Wow.
We can't do that. Here they're doing it. Absolutely ridiculous.
1st and 10 for the LA Rams from their own 37. Kyron Williams still in at tailback. Davis Allen in motion to the left, and it's a run for Kyron Williams to the left side. Inside the numbers, crosses the 40, gets to the 45-yard line, taken down at the 48. A saunter of 11 yards by Kyron Williams and a first down. I aired earlier Allen, who caught that touchdown, not Hunter Long. And now the Rams are approaching midfield. They have a 27-9 lead, and we have 10:55 and counting to go in Wild Card Monday from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Jordan Whittington is in the game. He's a wide receiver left. Puka Nacua out to the right, couple of tight ends to the right of right tackle Havenstein. Handoff, Kyron Williams over the burst, heads to the left side. The flag comes in, he gets across the 40. Another flag comes in outside the numbers to the 30. He'll angle to the 25, and that's where he's taken down. It'll be a run of 16 yards. Make that 26 yards by Kyron. A flag early and a flag late from this topsy-turvy hussy crew.
Maybe they saw some on TV.
Holding. Offense number 88. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, how do you not explain the flag that came in late in the play from the back judge? Seriously, I mean, okay, the holding's good, but a flag came in late because something happened in the secondary. And it's going to pretend like it didn't happen.
All right, it's an absolute head scratcher. I mean, but the referees and what's been going on with that group is the least of our worries right now. We've got a lot more problems than that, but. I mean, the Rams are knowing they're figuring out that we're just blitzing our linebackers. We're just sending them, so they're starting to delay things and get off tackle, and we're just kind of running up in the offensive line and disappearing.
1st and 16. Ronnie Rivers, the backup running back, he now of the jump cut variety, heads outside to the 40, gets to the 45, and after that sweet jump cut is taken down at the 48, or Ronnie Rivers.
Holding. Offense number 87. 10-yard penalty. First down.
With a nullified run due to a penalty on Davis Allen.
Yeah, right now the Rams don't care. It's like they're just burning time off the clock. You know what I mean? It's It's so frustrating on so many levels to kind of just get a feel here for what's transpired, and I don't know, Paul. I'm kind of speechless at the moment when it comes to a lot of what's happened in this game. But it is what it is, and the defense is going to have to make something big happen and get the ball back in the hands of the offense.
So 1st and 26 from the Rams 33. Rivers stays in. Jordan Whittington in motion to the right. Another flag.
This is the least penalized team in the league.
Yep. False start Rams.
False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. First down.
8th penalty for 85 yards against the least penalized team in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, a couple holds, and it's just been trading penalties lately. We get the face mask, which gave them first down, and then now they've just continued to back themselves up. So a little break in the concentration of this LA Rams offense, who, let's face it, has been very, very good up until this point.
So now it's 1st and 31 for the LA Rams from their own 28, leading 27-9. 9:51 potentially to go in the season for the Minnesota Vikings. Stafford is going to toss right to Ronnie Rivers, the backup running back. Replace him, make that Kyron Williams across the 25 outside the numbers, and he's hit and stopped after a gain of 2. So that'll make it 2nd and 29, 9.5 minutes to go in the game. And the Rams with a 27-9 lead. Kyron Williams, 14 runs, 65 yards. That's 4.5 a clip. He has a long of 17. And to Kyron, a 5th-round pick 3 years ago from Notre Dame. He has a touchdown in this game. It was the first touchdown of the game. 17 on the season, including the regular season. 32 touchdowns the last 2 years for Kyron Williams. Heck of a draft find in the 5th round by the LA Rams. Handoff goes to Kyron Williams up the middle across the 30 to the 33, and he'll stumble ahead for a gain of 4, maybe 5, and that's going to make it 3rd and 25 for the Rams from their own 34.
And Paul, you do mention Kyron Williams, and he's such a run threat. His average reception is 5.4 yards, so not as much of a threat. But the 14 touchdowns this year on the ground is fantastic,
right?
And you look at it through the prism of our offense and saying, man, if we had a running back that could find a way, especially in the red zone, to get in the end zone, so don't have to throw the ball all the time, that would be a huge asset.
3rd and 25, Stafford from under center. He is going to hand it to Kyron Williams, who wraps both arms around the ball as he's hit by rookie Dallas Turner, and he'll plunge ahead for a gain of 5, and the Rams will be punting with about 8 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, great job by the defense to hold them up. Unfortunately, for the Rams, they're just running the ball, playing the clock, and we're going to get this thing back with probably about 7 minutes and about 30 seconds left to go in this game, and being down by 18 points, that's 3 scores no matter how you look at it. So the Vikings need to score quickly and go into onside kick mode pretty darn quickly. It's that desperate right now.
Ethan Evans takes the long snap by Ward, punts it quickly, facing a big rush. Brandon Powell lets it bounce at the 4 and into the end zone for a rare touchback by Ethan Evans, just his 3rd this year. Midway through the 4th quarter, the LA Rams with a commanding 27-9 lead over the Minnesota Vikings, and Sam Darnold, who's been sacked 7 times, on the KFAN Minnesota Vikings radio network, driven by Polaris.
Football fans, meet Pays, an online checkout offered by banks and credit unions. With Pays, checking out is fast and convenient because eligible cards appear in one place, ready to use when you order your game day food delivery, your team's latest jersey, or flights to away games. You can beef up your defense at online checkout too. Using Pays gives you added security too, because actual card numbers aren't shared with merchants. Find out if your bank or credit union offers Pays today at PAZE.com.
Hey, so what's better than a Vikings win? Celebrating a Vikings win cruising around in a brand new Polaris Slingshot S or a Polaris snowmobile. So right now at Quick Trip, for every $1 you spend with Quick Rewards, you'll earn a Fan Zone point.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Thanks for hanging out with us today, Bills Mafia and football fans from all over the world. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. And now that I've got your attention, why haven't you hit that subscribe button yet? We are trying to get to 75,000 subscribers today. We are at 74,428 right now. And you will help us get over 75 right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to help us reach more football fans from all over the world. And yeah, turn that bell on so we're going to be live every single NFL playoff games. We did every single Bills game this season, from the preseason all the way through the regular season and now in the playoffs. And if they make it that far, all the way to the Super Bowl. Thank you for being here. Thanks for becoming an insider and hitting that subscribe button. Now let's go Bills. Let's beat the Broncos.
The game. Shop Amazon for the latest from Kenmore, a home appliance partner of the Minnesota Vikings. With Kenmore, cooking and cleanup are a breeze, so you never miss a play. Enjoy energy-efficient appliances that save you time and money. Elevate your game day experience with Kenmore's reliable and innovative products. Get more from Kenmore.
Welcome back to the game. The Vikes have the ball. 7:25 left in the game. Down 18 points, guys. Let's just make this official that Brian O'Neill is getting evaluated for concussion. Walked right past me to the locker room with the independent neurologist. Have yet to get a real status update, but Questenberry's in there right now at right tackle.
Thank you, Ben. Ben Lieber, sideline analyst for the Vikings Radio Network, watching Sam Darnold go back to pass. Fade one left side to the 50-yard line, lofted it up for Addison, overthrew him, and now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you know, you take a look at Darnold, Paul, and you realize he's been sacked 55 times this season, and that stuff takes its toll on you, right? And today, obviously, early on, did not go well. I think they had 6 sacks in the first half. So all that pressure over time on the quarterback is going to eventually affect his gameplay.
Darnold, 3 receiving options right, make it 2. As Jordan Addison goes in motion left and joins Justin Jefferson out of the shotgun. Handoff Cam Akers to the right side across the 25, back to the left to the 27, forges ahead to the 29 for a run of 8 by Cam Akers, 3rd and 1. The Vikings scurry to the line of scrimmage, as Ben said. Stands Brian O'Neill, Questenberry, the right tackle, handoff Cam Akers. He'll slow roll it to the right side on 3rd and short, and he will get just enough to get a Minnesota Vikings first down at the 30-yard line. With 6:45 and counting to go in the game, the Vikings' only touchdown since late in the 3rd quarter of a victory against the Green Bay Packers was a pass to T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown since returning from injury. As speaking of injury, Cam Akers limps out of the game and is replaced by Aaron Jones. Or is that Ty Chandler?
That's Ty Chandler.
Replaced by Ty Chandler. And now we're going to get a Sean McVay challenge as to whether Cam Akers fell ahead for the first down or did not. And we will pause for station identification. From Glendale, Arizona, this is Minnesota Vikings football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Hey, Mystic Lake, the official playoff partner of the Minnesota Vikings, is bringing actions for instant prizes, a Polaris UTV, Viking season tickets, autographed merchandise, and much more in the playoff prize zone. Visit mysticlake.com/playoffs for all the details.
No, I'm just stewing over here, Paul. I mean, I'm still, during this challenge, I'm still just thinking about how they threw a face mask penalty on Blake Cashman and nobody threw a flag. They literally did that.
I don't know how that happens.
And
After review, the runner did not get the ball.
Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't.
We will spot the ball. It will be 2nd down.
Second down. It's 4th down.
It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, they got a grip on things, don't they?
Please set the game clock to 6:56, please.
John Hussey. It's 4th and 1. Yeah.
I mean,
from the 20, they even spotted the ball in the wrong spots.
Oh, you got Tyler Davis and Neville Gallimore in there, and so we should be able to get a yard on the ground here and extend this drive. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. You're the only guy in the whole stadium that doesn't know that.
What if he said, actually, it's 4th down? And by the way, I'd like to take this moment to apologize for the ruling on the Matthew Stafford, what would have been a scoop and score by Blake Cashman. So actually, the score should be 27-15. The extra point is pending.
Yeah. Well, we're at this stage, you look at that touchdown right before halftime, man, that was a killer.
4th and short. Rams thinking Darnold's going to sneak. T.J. Hawkinson rolls behind him for the tush push, and they will push the tush ahead about 4.5 feet for a first down. Speaking of the tush push, it originated with the Philadelphia Eagles, called the brotherly shove. And there will be brotherly love at Lincoln. There will lack brotherly love at Lincoln Financial next week in the divisional round. The winner of this game hooks the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Rams lead 27-9. Darnold back to pass, spins away from sack number 8, throws left, caught Aaron Jones, knocked out of bounds by Darius Williams. And after all that, that's a loss of 2. It's going to be a loss of 2, backing the Vikings up to the 28-yard line with 6 minutes to go in the game.
Jared Verse is an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, he
strong and
he
fast.
Absolutely was taking Brian O'Neill down the middle all day and marching him in the backfield. And then on that last play, he just absolutely freight trained Quessenberry. So this guy, I mean, Braden Fisk, Fisk is a very, very good player. But let me tell you something, Jared Verse is a physical man.
2nd and 12 from the Vikings 28. Empty backfield. Nobody back there with Sam. Goes back to pass. He'll backpedal, sprint to the right, trying to run away from Jared Verse. Throws across his body to Johnny Munt, the former Ram. Nice play. Caught at the 40. Angles to the right to the 45. Gets to about the 50-yard line. So that'll be a 22-yard connection from Darnold to a run after catch Johnny Munt, and it's first down.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where we are, but Johnny, you just go out of bounds. At least stop the clock.
Darnold, shotgun, first down from the 50, trailing 27-9, throws a quickie, a screen right to Aaron Jones. He angles to the right, bounces off either Garrett Bradbury or a Ram, and he'll fall ahead for a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And we got a flag on the play coming from the line judge to the near side, the Rams bench.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, defense, number 37. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced in the previous spot. Automatic, first down.
Yeah, it's just, again, uncharacteristic that that's what they're doing to JJ. So as Quentin Lake rolled up and trying to get a quick jam on JJ, and JJ's looking to the sideline just saying, hey, the guy just hit me in the face. He's tapping himself in the face as he's running his route.
Right. Jefferson, 5 catches, 58 yards on 7 targets. Jones to the left of Darnold. On 1st and 10 from the Rams 45. Addison in motion to the left, back to the right. Sam back to pass, and he's taken down for an 8th time. 8 sacks on Sam Darnold. That one goes to Neville Gallimore in his 5th year from Oklahoma. Neville Gallimore now has 1.5 sacks in this game. And for the 2nd time in his career, Sam Darnold has been bludgeoned, sacked 8 times in a game. The last time, 2019, at Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's just a simple TE stunt. That's the kind of stuff that you see in preseason training camp. We're just not executing anything.
2nd and 18. Sam back to pass. Ty Chandler flares out to the right. Sam with a quickie left. Caught Jalen Naylor just outside the numbers at the 48. And he'll angle right to get to the 46. That's a catch of 6, maybe 7 yards.
This clock's ticking away. We're down to 4 minutes. And even if the Vikings score here quickly, you need 2 more possessions, so we're kind of playing for pride right now.
It's 3rd and 11 from the Rams 46. Sam, shotgun exclusive. 3 receivers to the right, goes on a 5-step drop, plants, throws, caught Jordan Addison at the 34, center of the field. Darius Williams is saying incomplete. Back judge is saying, nope, Darius, it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and a first down for the Vikings from the Rams 34. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. The Rams lead 27-9.
I think the refs are waiting to
After assistance from replay, the ruling on the field has been changed to an incomplete pass.
Good call. Yeah, that's the right call. As Darnold had
Please set the game clock to 3:42, please. 3:42.
No, an extra 20 seconds of this misery. That's fantastic. At the behooving of Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, Darnold in the cast, featuring Quessenberry at right tackle because Brian O'Neill left earlier this half and headed back to the locker room, tried to get to the line and hustle, but they couldn't pull that off. And, Kevin O'Connell, former offensive coordinator for Sean McVay, they won a Super Bowl together after the 2021 season. Interesting mentor Tyro stat to share with you momentarily. It's 4th down. 4th and 11 from the Rams 46. Darnold facing a massive Rams blitz. Steps up. He's going to heave one to Jefferson near the end zone. It's incomplete, and there are no flags, so the Rams have turned over the Vikings on downs. Sean McVay, coach of the Rams, over the last 25 years, when a head coach faces a disciple, a former assistant in the postseason, that head coach, so think McVay O'Connell, the head coach is going to be 12-2 versus former assistants in the postseason. It's about the mentor and the tyro, and now McVay is going to be 2-0 against a dear friend of his, and his former offensive coordinator, Kevin O'Connell, just in this season alone 2-0 for McVay.
And you have to give a tip of the cap to the Rams. I mean, with what they've been dealing with this entire week,
no doubt,
having to move the whole front, and move everything over. So for them to come out here and play like they have today, it's impressive.
No doubt. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Matthew Stafford still in the game. And the handoff goes to the left side to backup running back for Ronnie Rivers. And he'll ramble to the left side for 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 6. Timeout on the field taken by the Minnesota Vikings with what they feel to be a puncher's chance to come back from 27-9. And if anything, extend the season, if only for a night, from Glendale, Arizona at State Farm Stadium. We talked about it a lot earlier. Ben Lever did a nice sideline report talking about the Bidwell family and everything they've done.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ease the pain of those in Southern California facing those wildfires trying to get to this game. The State Farm Stadium staff, along with the Arizona Cardinals, 10 of 10 impeccable with the presentation that they put on today. Handoff goes to Rivers, right side across the 50. He'll fall ahead for a gain of 1, so that'll make it 3rd and 4 from the Vikings 48 as Kevin O'Connell uses another timeout. Stops the clock with 3:26 to go.
Yeah, I mean, and you understand the Rams for the last, I would say, at least majority of the fourth quarter have been just burning the clock, but defensively, it's just you started a little slowly, right? You let them get down the field on you, boom, 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 and they score a touchdown, and then next thing you know, the only thing that stopped them was a personal foul by their center, which required them to kick a field goal, and then you're down 10-0.
Right.
So, defensively, you would have wished for a little bit better of a start, but at least they've stopped the bleeding. From halftime, the second half, they haven't let them put any points on the board.
3rd down from the Vikings 48, Stafford under center. Davis Allen, who has a touchdown catch in motion to the left, and that's the way the runner, Ronnie Rivers, will go. And he's chopped down by Harrison Smith after a gain of 2 yards. That'll make it 4th down, Harrison Smith. Vikings immortality playing in his 200th game this evening. That includes regular and postseason. And he doesn't have any interceptions in postseason games. And this is only the 8th playoff game of his career.
Yeah, what a career for Harrison Smith, and he's the guy that's going to have to take some time when this is over and figure out if he's going to be done or not. And you hate to see the last game go this way for Harrison Smith.
Right.
Like to see him go out on top. But here we go, another delay of game.
It'll be delay of game as the Rams are just trying to get it to the 2-minute warning. 2:39 to go in the game. Vikings with no timeouts to stop the bleeding. And to the Rams.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
With a 27-9 lead, and now
Reset the game clock to 2:40, please. 2:40.
Ethan Evans will punt, and hey, John Hussey just added another second to this debacle. That's great. Brandon Powell with his heels on the 8-yard line. He's a former Ram. The last Vikings punt return touchdown, 2016, by Marcus Sherrills, and that will stay intact as this super talented punter, Ethan Evans, booms it to the left, and it goes out of bounds inside the 10. He's so good at doing that. Holy cow.
Yeah, and really in this stage of the game, too, it's a matter of just get the punt off. That's really all that matters, because you know the Vikings in need of to score and score often are going to be rushing, and so if he's able to get that ball up that quickly and still angle it like he's been, he's done a great job.
Sam Darnold still in the game, once again sacked 8 times. That matches a career high all the way back to 2019 when he was sacked 8 times in his second year with the New York Jets by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jordan Addison in motion to the left, joins Jalen Naylor. Justin Jefferson is out of the game. Darnold out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Fastball over the middle, caught by Trent Sherfield Sr. at the 15, and he stopped right there, so it'll be a gain of 6, making it 2nd down.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of decisions that are going to have to be made this offseason, Paul, and I mean, the first one is going to be the quarterback, right? You got to figure out what you want to do there. Is it J.J. McCarthy's team? Are we going to look to somebody else? I don't know.
Darnold throws left, caught by Johnny Munt at the 21-yard line. That gets us to the 2-minute warning. Rams lead 27-9, and this is Minnesota Vikings football.
Vikings fans, get more of the great content you crave right now on the Sirius XM app. Just search Minnesota Vikings on the app and tap the favorite star. You not only hear the game with your hometown announcers, but you'll also get access to the pre- and post-game shows. And come back during the week for extra Vikings content, including coach and player press conferences, interviews, and much more. It's all on the Sirius XM app. Download it and search Minnesota Vikings today.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Moving the Chains at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio.
We'll be breaking down all the action from Vikings Rams and start to look ahead to the divisional round matchups.
Plus, we'll keep you up to date with the latest coaching news and talk to Dan Quinn as he prepares his Commanders to take on the Lions.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Peter King. Hear me all season long, every Monday night on Let's Go at 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
We're back at the game with a 2-minute warning, offense on the field for really just some meaningless snaps here as they try to salvage some sort of pride walking out of Glendale, Arizona. And guys, I know I've been a part of a lot of disappointing seasons as a player and as an analyst, and this is one of the most disappointing ends of the season that I can remember. I have not seen an offensive collapse like this in the last 2 games like we've seen in a long time. And I know that wins and losses can have different flavors. They can have different feels because of how you win and lose these games and the way we've lost these games as we get a deep shot down the field. Incomplete to Addison.
Yeah.
That the way we've lost these games offensively, where it looks like we have no answers to what they're doing. It looks like Sam Darnold is not able to anticipate anything. He went from being possibly MVP numbers, the way that he was making decisions, the way he was firing the football, the way he was able to see things before they were actually there. And then something happened last week into this week where he second-guesses himself on nearly every pass play. Even short, quick throws, screen passes, he's throwing errantly and off target. This is beyond just fundamentals of footwork and eye work. Something happened where he's just not seeing the game at all. And to have a season end like this, guys, I mean, what a punch to the gut.
Yeah, I think you have to look at how many times Darnold's been sacked. Well, this season it's 56 times total.
Yeah.
And what about in the last 2 weeks? And so, those hits add up. You can withstand it for a while, but at some point,
make it 57
as he gets sacked again.
Yeah, sacked up.
And again, it's to Ben's point. He's just not letting go of the football.
Holy cow!
He could have thrown that football easily, but decided not to.
Right,
and took another sack.
Well, that's 9.
So that's
been sacked 9 times.
9 for today, which. I mean, that's an epic number regardless. I mean, you'd think we were playing the 85 Bears.
Or Matthew Stafford was playing Danielle Hunter in the Vikings like within the last decade when he got sacked 10 times one time. Darnold back to pass. Throws left, caught, left flat. Aaron Jones, 10, 15, 20. Stays in bounds, 8-yard gain. 1:10 to go in the season. And the LA Rams are heading to Lincoln Financial to play the champions from the NFC East, the 2-seeded Philadelphia Eagles, who beat Green Bay yesterday. That game is middle of Sunday, and the Rams and Eagles met earlier this year. Late November, Darnold throws left. Trent Sherfield Sr. incomplete at the 35 on 4th and 11. And the Rams will take on an Eagles team that beat them by 17 points November 24th. So Matthew Stafford, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, is going to come into the game and execute the victory formation, sadly, at the expense of the Minnesota Vikings, who will finish the season 14-4.
Yeah, Paul, if I'm not wrong, this is the first game that we didn't have a turnover on defense all season, or at least with special teams as well thrown in there.
They had a turnover every single game in the regular season.
Yeah, so that was part of who we were, and we kind of lost that today. But Stafford with 209 yards of passing, so it's not like he lit it up today. I mean, early on he was hot the first couple of series, but the defense at least rallied and slowed down the bleeding.
Great job this season, man.
Thanks, Paul. It's been fun.
Pleasure calling games with you. And thank you to everybody for listening to Minnesota Vikings football when you do. Sorry the news is negative at the end. Rams will win the game 27-9. And we thank producers Chad Abbott and Chris Hockey for their work all season. On-site producer engineer for each and every trip is Jared Wells. Master control supervisor Brandon Molesky. Zach Halverson filled in for him a few times and did good work. Production coordinator Diego. Thank you, Maxwell Fuller, for your aid as a highlight coordinator. We also want to thank statistician David Koo, who has been the statistician for home games for the Vikings Radio Network for 17 years. Brian Harper of the Vikings Entertainment Network. He jumped in the fray this year for road games and did excellent work. And we welcome to the Covenant Minnesota Vikings chaplain Lucia Chum, who spent a lot of time with us in the booth this year, taking in Minnesota Vikings football, where the stories mostly were positive, but the ending could not have been any more negative. They were blown out by the Los Angeles Rams on a wild card Monday in Glendale, Arizona. The final score 27-9. On behalf of Pete Persich and Ben Lieber, I'm Paul Allen. Chat with you next year for Minnesota Vikings football on the KFAN, Minnesota Vikings Radio Network, driven by Polaris.
The Yowler horn has spoken. It's saying, when the Vikings score, Vikings fans win. This season, if the Vikings score 2 or more touchdowns in a single game, you get a free Big Mac. That's right. When the Vikings score 2 or more touchdowns in a game, get a free Big Mac with a purchase of $2 or more. Only on the McDonald's app. Offer valid once per person the day after the Vikings score 2+ touchdowns through 1/31/2025 at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Eagan, Minnesota is the proud home of the Minnesota Vikings, and it's also the ultimate destination for fantastic fun. Eagan features over 100 unique restaurants and amazing attractions, such as Twin Cities Premium Outlets and the Vikings Museum. And when you stay in any of Eagan's 18 incredible hotels Thursday through Sunday and pick your package, you'll receive 2 free tickets to the Vikings Museum. Other great offers are also available. For complete details, visit enjoyegan.com. That's enjoyegan.com.
Hey, Mark Rosen here. Let me tell you about a great way to stream all your Vikings coverage, shows, and analysis right on your big screen TV. It's Fox Local, a free streaming app where you can watch live shows of Vikings Game Day Live or Postgame Tonight, plus a ton of exclusive stories and features that only Fox 9 can provide. So search Fox Local on your streaming device, install, and stay connected to your Vikings and local news here in Minnesota with Fox Local.
Hey fans, Pilot Games has teamed up with the Minnesota Vikings to create the Vikings Victory electronic pull tab game. Play in more than 1,700 bars across the state and win up to $1,500 in the Skol bonus game. Pilot Games is the largest charitable gaming provider in the state. When you play Vikings Victory, your community wins. Play Vikings Victory today, anywhere Pilot's electronic pull tabs are offered. Visit pilotgames.com for more information.
The copyright in this broadcast is owned by the Minnesota Vikings Football, LLC. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Minnesota Vikings Football, LLC is prohibited. Time now for the Vikings post-game report on the Minnesota Vikings Radio Network. Brought to you by U.S. Bank, Polaris, Coors Light, and by Pentair. Now with exclusive access and interviews from the locker room, it's the official Vikings post-game show with Mike Mussman on the Minnesota Vikings Radio Network.
Well, there you go. That's the season. 27-9. The Rams beat your Minnesota Vikings. Wild card weekend is officially over, and so is the season for your Minnesota Vikings. Mark Rosen, Hall of Famer, joining me here. And Rosie, I mean, honestly, we lost a game in the first half. 6 sacks on Darnold in the first half alone. The 1 strip sack, 57 yards, scoop and score by Verse. And then the Vikings go for it on 4th down, and he gets a 6th sack there. And they had a short field, Stafford to Allen, 13-yard touchdown, 24-3, and that was pretty much the game.
Well, it was pretty much the game, I thought, right after the opening kickoff. I mean, the Rams got the opening kickoff. They went right down the field, making it look so easy, picking up where Detroit left off. The Vikings went 3 and out, and then the Rams continued their onslaught. There was a moment of hope for the Vikings when what looked like, to me, a fumble, not an incomplete pass, and when Grenard sacked him and Cashman took the ball back in to the end zone, which would have made it 10-10 at that point. But it was just a matter of time after that, because the Vikings had plenty of that. And we all know the stats. I mean, Darnold got sacked 9 times. He looked, I mean, Sam Darnold, who was hoisted on the shoulders of his teammates just a few weeks ago and celebrated as one of the arguably the best story in the NFL this year, threw his last pass for the Minnesota Vikings tonight. There's no doubt about that. He's done. I mean, they went 21 straight drives without a touchdown, and the hesitation in terms of him trying to throw the ball when he could, threw it behind Jalen Naylor, just making some very poor decisions. And it wasn't all his fault, granted. I mean, the offensive line, which needs, a reboot, and the rest of it. But this team was playing for the number 1 seed a week ago Sunday. The number 1 seed after 14 regular season wins. And tonight they look like they made the Bears look good. I mean, it's baffling. That's all I can say. But it's typical, I think, when we watch Minnesota on any national stage, it seems like this happens all the time. Not that they lost. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, no shame in that. They were 2-point favorites. And kudos to the Rams for, dealing with a really tough emotional week and going a neutral site game and playing as well as they did. But, the Vikings have I've seen this movie 100,000 times. I mean, you just can't believe it's happening again, that they just don't just lose. They don't show up. I mean, there's no fight in them. And they're at the end, I know those guys on TV were talking about it, Aikman and Buck. Talking about where's the urgency at all? And I think KOC just went, screw it. I got nothing left. I mean, Darnold's got nothing left. I can't bring this team back at all. I don't know.
Yeah, Rosie, this is a 14-win team. A 14-win team losing 27-9. And even Lieber was bringing it up. And I thought that was interesting because between the Lions game at the very end of the season, Week 18, then now today's game versus the Rams, the collapse of an offense in 2 games, that was a 14-win team. It's almost embarrassing.
Well, and you go back, and I sat in that press box with you at U.S. Bank Stadium a lot, watching Darnold, move up in the pocket, finding Jefferson, finding Addison, finding Hawkinson, looking like, wow, this guy's really in sync with everybody, and playing as well as he was. They beat some decent teams. They beat the Packers. They beat the Texans. They beat the 49ers. I mean, they were doing this against some pretty good teams this year. But whatever happened to that Sam Darnold, I don't know. But it wasn't just him. Again, the defense, right off the bat, like I said, the Rams took the ball. I mean, I saw, Sean McVay had him scouted quite well. And, Brian Flores' defense is supposed to be pretty good. And they just let them go right down the field on the opening drive of the game. I mean, it couldn't have looked any easier. And so, that puts them in a hole right away. And, so it was definitely a team effort when it comes to losing the game. So, they were only supposed to win 6-7 games this year. I guess you look at it that way and go, okay, they got $80 million to spend in the cap next year. They got J.J. McCarthy obviously coming back, potentially there should be the starter. If they can keep it Daniel Jones or someone else, who knows what that's going to look like. But they got a lot of money to spend, and they got some work to do because they were exposed tremendously by 2 really good teams the last 2 weeks with Detroit and tonight the L.A. Rams.
All right, Rosie, good stuff as always, buddy. It was a great season working with you, man.
Always a pleasure, Muss, that's for sure.
All right, thanks, Rosie. That's a Hall of Famer, Mark Rosen right there. Post-game player interviews, by the way, are brought to you by Wildfire, located at Eden Prairie Center. Visit wildfirerestaurant.com. 27-9, the Rams beat your Minnesota Vikings. They did it in Arizona. And Mystic Lake, the official playoff partner of the Minnesota Vikings, is bringing the action. You can score instant prizes, a Polaris, UTV, Vikings season tickets, autographed merch, and so much more in the playoffs prize zone. Visit mysticlake.com/playoffs for all the details. We'll get to the locker room with some interviews. We'll have KOC going to the podium. And yeah, we have Vikings fan line coming up here, 800-320-5326. People already calling in for that after a 27-9 loss. Vikings lose to the Rams. This is Vikings football.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives baseline, strong two-hand play.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio Channel 86 or the Sirius XM app.
What happens in Vegas?
Vegas, y'all ready to turn it up tonight?
Is heard across North America. CMA and ACM Entertainer of the Year, Lainey Wilson. Bringing it on the Strip.
I'm headed straight home.
Captured live exclusively for Sirius XM.
High five,